Yeah. Welcome to the Black Cat Panther podcast. We got a lot to talk about tonight. Y'all already see what time it is. Come on in the building. Look, us being at least a week away from the draft, there's a lot that's going to be on the table, a lot to talk about. There's pressing needs. There's spots that we need to fill on this team, on this roster. And I'm gonna make it real crystal clear to you guys. The Carolina Panthers has pressing needs. Which one is more desirable? The wide receiver position or the cornerback position? We got a lot of holes as we come up in here for this next upcoming season. And with this draft less than a week away, it's hard fought to see which direction that the Carolina Panthers want to take this thing in. It's I'm pressed to see which way. There's rumors being put out there right now as we speak that the Carolina Panthers were listed among odds favorites to land 49ers wide receiver Brandon Aiyuk. Now, be mindful, we spoke on this yesterday, and I want to take a deep dive into it tonight. Because think about it. There's two expectations for the Carolina Panther fans right now, and it is filling that receiver position and also getting a cornerback opposite of J.C. Horn of well a veteran presence at cornerback or a young presence. That's what we're going to debate tonight. That's what we're going to talk about tonight. Which direction should the Panthers go in when it comes to, you know, getting talent on this team and trying to get it in? So, without further ado, y'all come on in tonight. Like, comment, subscribe on your way in. Y'all already know what time it is. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Chris, what's happening with you? Ron Hack, what's going on? Look, I'm gonna tell y'all like this. On this beautiful Friday night, the Carolina Panthers need to really take a deep dive at the wide receiver position, whether that be it via the draft or via a veteran that could come in and be that X receiver that we need to take us to the promised land. The number one thing is we need a guy that can be fast, shifty, has the ability to get behind defenses, also has the ability whenever things go down, you can get a guy that can come in and just be able to take over a game. Now, the news through the grapevine is that, and I'm gonna say it, Brandon Aiyuk has been on the market. He can't seem to really get things settled in 49ers land. It don't look like that's going to be something that they're going to get done by the draft. So you could look to see this guy, this young fella on the market with the potential of him, you know, going elsewhere. There's a market for Brandon Aiyuk with over 1,300 yards. Um, the guy is desirable. He's a star. I believe the 26-year-old pass catcher made All Pro this year. 75 catches, 1,300 yards. It's not bad. I just want to know, in Carolina, is getting a Brandon Aiyuk better than going in the draft and getting potentially a Xavier Worthy or Franklin or any of these young guys that supposed to be, you know, the next up and coming guy? Like the Carolina Panthers need that guy, a guy that when everything else breaks down, they can look to him and say, "Here's the rock. Get out of our way. You are that guy." So I'm curious to see. I like Brandon Aiyuk, and I want to pull up his numbers for the last couple of years because I want to take a deep dive into Brandon Aiyuk. Um, and this is the number one thing. He's been a consistent fella over the last couple of years. I like what I have seen from him. I want to know in our offense, having a guy that's as fast as him, having a guy that can take the top off of a defense, how well will he fit with our young quarterback? I'm gonna share this screen in 1 second. We're gonna get into his numbers. This is something like I said, I want to take the time and break down. I'm gonna break down the cornerback position as well as the wide receiver position. We're gonna get into it as we do. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. What's going on with y'all? See what's happening. D Cash, what's going on? My boy Logic, double dipping. You daggone right, driver. Jalen, what's happening? Red Swarm. He said the NFC South is going to be a throwing offensive scheme. Y'all better get two fast cornerbacks to keep up with Kirk Cousins throwing for over 4,000 yards. I hear you. Millie said he just seen the recaps of Bryce Young. He really had nobody to throw to but a washed up Adam Thielen. So you want to level up the quarterback because he needs some help. I hear you, driver. Look, Brandon Aiyuk, take a look at a deep dive into some of his numbers and his stats from last year. The guy, 6 foot, 200 pounds. He's a monster. He was a monster. And we're going to take a look at his numbers since he's gotten into the league. I'm going to zoom in on this. He went, like I said, 60 receptions, 748 yards his first year. Great start off campaign. Next year, 826 yards, 5 touchdowns once again. Another great campaign. And then you saw him make a leap in 2022. And that's where you want to see. Year 3 going into year 4. You see a guy that can mature. His receptions went up. His targets went up. He started ascending, even with Debo being there, even with Christian McCaffrey coming into the fold. This guy's numbers never went down. It only increased. And so the question that I want to pose, at 1,300 yards, 7 touchdowns, 17 yards per average, can he be a guy that comes in and undoubtedly help take the top off of a defense here in Carolina? Now, shout out to MDJ. MDJ opened my eyes up to, I believe he did Jameson Williams highlights, and he showed us how Jameson Williams, a speedy guy, was able to really get behind defenders, was really able to come in and the deep threat, put a little hot sauce on the ball, give us something to look forward to in that deep game. And it showed us when the deep game is there, the quarterback at the time delivered. And what was his favorite word yesterday? Thursday night, what was his favorite word? I'm just showing you Jameson Williams highlights. So without further ado, we're going to step right on in this as we do. A receiver, Brandon Aiyuk, like I said, he's being linked to the Carolina Panthers right now. We have strong odds between now and draft night on pulling the plug on this young fella. So I was intrigued to take a look at what could it mean for our offense having this young man come in. And if you pair him with what we have here with Adam Thielen, Deontay Johnson, you put him in there, whoo, you talking about a scary offense. Particularly, there's no, you know what they say right now, there's no excuses. There's no setbacks. There should be no way, shape, or how that your quarterback can't get off with that type of weaponry around him. Because over across the middle, you got slant game, you got underneath, you got reverses and screens that you're going to see coming from them young fellas. But this guy right here, he can take the top off the defense and push everybody back. You add a tight end to the mix of that, and you might have a recipe for a good chance to come out and be competitive this year. I'm looking at it from a standpoint of what can we do to help this team, help bolster this team. Like I said, the reports are Brandon Aiyuk linked to the Carolina Panthers. Like I said, it's not me putting it out there. It's been put out there all the way. Sports Illustrated, everybody else is linking him to the Carolina Panthers right now as we speak. So my thing is if we were to trade for a guy like Brandon Aiyuk, what would it cost us? What would it look like to bring in a receiver of his caliber? In a year that we have seen a lot of players not go for many high picks. Like you saw Stephon Diggs didn't really go for too many high picks. So what would it take to get a guy like Brandon Aiyuk, like I said, in the door, in Carolina, in Bank of America Stadium? I'm looking at potentially, are y'all willing to give up a second round to get him? Y'all willing to give up a second or a third round to get him? Right now, if you're listening right now, put that in the chat if you're willing to do that. A second or a third round pick right now for Brandon Aiyuk. Is that something y'all would look? Because you're going to have to pay him once he get here. That's the number one thing. He wants his money. So you're gonna pay him about 24 million a year. So a second round, maybe a third round pick. How y'all feeling about that? Oh, I see a lot of notes. Jalen say that's crazy. My man Ep say a third for sure. D Cash say no. Too much money. Well, I'm gonna put it like this right here. The smarter option for the Carolina Panthers would be to go into the draft and potentially not try to pull the plug. But if you think about it, if you give up a second or a third round pick, it's the same thing as you're going getting a young receiver. You just got to pay this guy where you wouldn't have had to pay him a young receiver, but you're getting a sure product if you do pull the trigger on this. So that's the one positive about this. You're getting a guy that you absolutely know with quarterback play of Brock Purdy, which, like everybody likes to tell me, he's just a game manager. That's what they tell me. With a game manager quarterback, he got 1,300 yards. So, like I said, with our quarterback, what would his yardage be? What would his potential be? What would it look like in a black and blue jersey? That's what we at today. We're gonna talk about it. Like I said, also I put a poll in the chat for everybody that's coming in. Like I said, as you like the video, make sure you come on in and do the poll. I said, which piece is more needed, Aiyuk or Gilmore? And a lot of people, 48% of you guys, is actually saying that Gilmore is more needed than Brandon Aiyuk. So we're going to dive into Stephon Gilmore, former Defensive Player of the Year. Like I said, multiple-time Pro Bowler, a guy that could come and lock down one half of the field, had a serviceable, pretty good season last year for the Cowboys. Look, there's no mistake about it. We have holes here in the Carolina Panthers offensive side as well as the defensive side. And getting a guy of these two calibers, how much would that push the needle on both sides? Because you're looking at a game changer corner, and think about it, with Dane Jackson, Troy Hill, and we have J.C. Horn. You get a guy that, okay, I'm gonna start. You get a guy that has had injuries plague him a little bit over the last couple of years. JC has been injury plagued, but you got two guys. Well, Dane Jackson has had injuries as well. The only guy that's somewhat of a sure product in the cornerback room is your guy, Troy Hill. And Troy Hill has got a 2-year deal with the Carolina Panthers, so he would be the only sure thing that you have here in the cornerback room. So, wow, I think that opened up my eyes. Maybe corner is a more pressing need because if I think about it now, with us having Adam Thielen and Deontay Johnson, we don't have a reliable guy that's not filled with injuries right now that could start for us. Because at some point in time, I hate to knock on wood. I'm going to knock on wood with it. I hate to say it. JC may potentially be hurt at some point in time in this season. We're hoping that he isn't. But you're looking at it, like I said, Dane Jackson, the guy that they just brought in here, he's hurt. I mean, you're looking at the cornerback room as itself. They may go high second, high third round and try to get a starting caliber corner. But I'm going to tell you like this right here. In the chat, I want you guys to tell me, first of all, which one do you think is the more pressing need? Because now it's going 43%, 43%. So they tied, thinking that receiver and corner is an equal amount of need on this team right now. So you guys tell me in the chat where you feel the need for receiver is at. Because I'm looking at it from a perspective, if you get a Gilmore and you turn around and you get an Aiyuk, how much closer does that put us to being competitive in games? Like, how much of a needle mover is bringing both of those guys in? You're going to pay about maybe 11 to 12 million to Gilmore, and you're going to probably pay Aiyuk about 24 million once you get him in the door. So is that something that we're willing to do? Is that, doors we're willing to kick open? I think the Carolina Panthers understand that they're in a situation where we just gave out a lot of money. We gave out close to $300 million in this offseason. And Solidifying Brandon Aiyuk will get you the guy that you need for the talent that you need through the door. But is that a long-term solution for a 26-year-old receiver? We shall see. I'm gonna put the link in the chat. Like I said, as we get started, this is one of the things on your way coming in, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Look, this is gonna be an interesting one tonight. It's Friday night. I'm looking at the cornerback position, and I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm gonna be real with y'all. Can we address both of these needs in the draft without pulling the plug on both of these guys? Yes, we could. That's the simple answer. Um, but I'm under the belief if I go out and I get Gilmore, I like Gilmore. I think Gilmore is a sure product. I think Gilmore is a sure commodity. If I was to pull the plug on any one of these guys over here, I would need Gilmore a lot more than I would need anybody else. Um, and that's the number one thing. Having a guy like Gilmore come on in. What's up, Jalen? What's going on?
What's up?
How you living?
Good, man.
Give me your thoughts on it coming on in. How you feeling?
Ooh, Brandon Aiyuk or Gilmore, man. I would rather pick Gilmore, to be honest.
And why is that?
Corner, man. Them injuries, man. I don't know. Don't know, Q, because it would be different if JC Horn wasn't injury prone. That's different, but JC Horn, he's
Okay.
too injury prone, man. I can't.
You know Gilmore has had his share of injuries too as well. So can you count on him to be reliable for a whole year?
Gilmore, that guy, man.
I hear you. Be good. Talk to me.
What's going on, bro? Tired as
What's
hell,
going
about to
on
go to
with you?
bed. But
I hear you.
man, I'm with getting the wide receiver just to prove Bryce not the guy, and we'll set up our guy for the future. Bro, we're not gonna be winning the next 2 or 3 years anyway. And JC Horn got to prove he can play. I'm fine with giving up, like say, a second and a third, because we technically still have a second, and we can see if Dan Morgan can somewhat draft anyway. So like I said, I'd rather have a dude that's established that we know that can play.
Mm.
You know what I mean? So we can get Bryce out the door. Cause I mean, I know the other wide receivers. He's on this contract year, but going to next year, we'll have a top five guy. You know what I mean? We can possibly find somebody in the second round to replace him if we pay Aiyuk. So that's my opinion on the issue.
So you okay with giving him the money that he gonna be looking for?
Yeah, cause looking at the whole situation of it is that's what teams do anyway when it comes to they rookie quarterbacks. I'm talking about after Bryce Young. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So we feel like uh the quarterback, I mean the coach we got, we let him pick his guy. We'll have our wide receivers and stuff set, then we'll see what he can do. Cause this year he already said we just playing situational football. We're not gonna be winning regardless. So I'd rather get this guys he wants. You know what I'm saying? That's how you. I'm fine with it. Next year, get his quarterback top five pick, and then we can really see how Dan Morgan can draft. Cause I mean, this year we gotta admit he's putting in an unfair situation. You know what I mean? So
Mm.
get the established players now. Start over next year with your brand new quarterback. Then you know what I'm saying? Cause a salary crap going up anyway, right? So you know what I
What
mean?
what what you said Dan Morgan was put in an unfair situation?
This year, yeah, I'm talking about cause usually second round picks and stuff like that don't really hit. I mean, no first round. Cause I already said for us to even start, you know, to start winning in the this say 5 years, he's gonna have to find like two or three starters. Right now, you don't have no first round pick stuff like that. Me, I like go ahead and get rid of one of those two second round picks. So you can get IU. At least we know he's a solidified guy. I'm fine with that. Get him
Mm.
draft, like I said, a guy with the next second round pick, like a center, and in the fifth or fourth or something like that. Then you try to get you a couple corners or something like that. Get some young guys in there. You know what I mean? See what you got.
Right.
But that's
So
my opinion.
let me ask you a question. So you read the um trade for because think about it. If you're giving up a second or a third round pick, you would want the known commodity versus a young guy like a Troy Franklin or somebody that would be available in the second round.
Yeah, for me, yeah, because that dude is already solidified, and with Bryce and stuff like that, we may hinder their career. Let there be less excuses, you know what I mean, for Bryce,
Mm,
and
mm-hmm.
more, opportunity to show, okay, he's not our guy. We're gonna get the next, our next QB, whoever that is, in the next following draft when we have top five draft. You know what I'm saying, in the top five draft.
Mm. I'm I'm a little bit in between because yeah, I know we need some type of deep threat to really get it done. Do I really want to pay another guy big money? And like I said, you'll be building a team for the foreseeable future. And I'm just afraid that, if it goes left and there is potential for it to go left, um, I don't want them to blame the new guy that comes in. Like if you give
Yeah.
$24 million to Aiyuk, I don't want him to become the problem.
I mean, I get that saying like that. It's just I think there'd just be less excuses for Bryce. Because if he had that subpar year, let's say though, just 3,400 yards, like I
Mm,
said, 19 touchdowns and say 13 picks. Our fan base, not people on here would be like, see, he's improving. We know that's not winning football. You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
So the more weapons he has, that's my opinion. They're like, all right, Bryce, this is on you. We built this team for you, and you still could not produce. You know what I mean? So that's why I'll be willing to take that risk. I mean, I know we have to pay IU. I'm fine with it. He showed he's a proven commodity. You know what I'm saying when it comes down to it. So that's why I say it'd be less excuse for Bryce. Cause I like, bro, you like if you can't succeed with these two wide receivers, well, who you need to play for you then? You know what I mean?
Then it's over. At that point for him, I mean,
But
that's it.
I understand what you're talking about, Q. Though that's what I'm saying.
Mm.
For me, I'd rather go that way. Draft is I'm fine with that, but I don't know if Dan Morgan can drive. I mean, I know technically this is his first, but I feel more comfortable if he had a first round pick. You get what I'm saying?
Okay, so what's the difference if he had a first round pick?
Technically we'd be a top five pick. You know what I mean? In the first round, usually you won't mess that up. You know what I
Top
mean?
five. I'm about to say the top five picks can go. They can go left too,
Yeah,
cuz.
they can, but usually that's
Mm-hmm.
why I said usually. That's why I said I don't think Dan Morgan. You know how I feel towards Dan Morgan. Like he still got to prove it to me. Like, okay, can you really build a team? Because he was really
Mm.
on the Pete Carroll's wing. You know those Pete Carroll's picks. So
So
for me to
I
give
gotta.
him a fair assessment, I feel like if he had that top five, let's see if you really can build up a team. But going down to this year, no first round pick. I understand you got two second rounds, but like I said, all through history there haven't really been too many impact guys like that. I mean, I know we done had our one offs, you know what I'm saying, second, third, fourth round, but usually that's not how it goes. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So that's why I said I'm more fine with getting somebody established right now than starting over next year. Because it may be a quarterback that comes up. It may not, you know what I mean? But at least we know we're building the right way, you know what I'm saying, towards the future. You know what I
For the
mean?
team.
That's all I'm saying.
For the
So
team.
for the
Yeah, for the
long
team.
term, if you
Mm-hmm.
had to, if you had to, 'cause think about it, Johnson will be on a 1 year contract. Say Johnson comes out. Say you go out and you get IU. He has a monster year. Say Johnson comes out and have a monster year. Are you gonna
Man.
pay him too?
I mean, it just depends how much he wants. If not, I mean, we can possibly use him for a trade assets. You know what I mean? So, say if we're a top five, which I believe we will be. Let's just say if he does have a good year,
Mm.
we known to do that because technically Carolina's still known as that team. Don't like paying people. You know what I mean? Southern Mafia mentality. See if you can trade them and get possibly another second round pick for it, cause to replace that one we lost for next following year. You know what I'm saying?
I would want a first
In
round
my
pick.
humble opinion. I mean, if he have a month a year, yeah, I like, hey, sign him. You got to sign both of them. Hey, that's what you do, right? Because when you got
Mm-hmm.
a next quarterback coming in, that's what they do. They try to get all the weapons, you know what I'm saying? They need.
Because Bryce
So,
don't
but
suck without them two. So I mean,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
and
hey, y'all,
they
I
not so much
appreciate.
about him.
My fault.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I appreciate y'all having me, man. I'm about to go to bed, bro. I got to run like 10 miles. I got to get myself ready.
I hear that, man. Look, it's not gonna be a long one tonight, man. I just wanted to look. I saw having Aiyuk the potential. I saw them talking about us getting him potentially with next week coming up, and I was saying the likelihood of that happening. I wonder how likely it would have been for them to pull a trigger on something like that. And so,
Oh,
whew, the Panthers got a lot
Hey,
of
that
work
was
cut
a
out for them.
yeah, that was a good damn. You had me thinking about that a little bit, Q. I'm like, damn. I see both sides, but I just rather go my side. But I understand where you was coming from, both of y'all. So
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We
makes sense.
appreciate you, though. Be good. Look, let me ask you another thing before you get up out of here. If you had
Okay.
to, if you had to pick a corner right now, would you go draft a corner or would you get Gilly Lock?
For me, that's why I would say, like, let's just say they did my plan. That's why I say
Mm,
I'd be fine getting somebody in the fourth, fifth round, try to build them guys up. You know what I'm saying? Cause
mm,
like I said, even if we got them and stuff like that, which is which I'd be fine with. I'd rather have younger guys to see what we can build up. You know what I'm saying? Cause I mean, looking at, even if we got 'em, I still feel like we're not gonna win regardless. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I
that's
totally
that's that's
understand.
my answer.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you, brother.
I,
I appreciate you.
I got the last thing, and that still was a sour taste in my mouth how we did them the last time we brought them over here. Then we trade for him instead of keeping Gilly. We decided to keep the guy that we traded, for the wide receiver. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So they already kind of left me a bad taste in my mouth when they did them like that. I was like, bro, we had the guy a lockdown corner. You know what I mean? And you choose old buddy over him just because he had that 4.2 speed. You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm. Well, and this is the crazy thing now. The Panthers are to leave the door open for free agent cornerback Gilmore. Whatever the hell that means, is that them giving him room or time or space or after the draft? What does that mean?
probably after.
I don't even know. I can't miss a thing, man.
It's probably after.
Oh man, when your GM come out and say we're gonna leave the door open, that sounds like to me they couldn't come to an agreement on whatever it was they were talking about, and he's saying, well, if you want to come here, we got a spot for you. That sound like what it's saying to me.
What, like not trying to pay him what he want?
I hope they didn't lowball him because
I mean, I
at
think
this
that's what
point
they try to do.
they can't really afford to lowball this cat like this, man. You don't want to under negotiate a guy like Gilmore. I mean, hey, we'll see.
Man, this is Southern Mafia mentality over here. You know that. We always let go of the best players. Always. Name a time
Yes,
we
sir.
did. You know what I mean? But
Oh,
hey, shout out to you for y'all for having me again. Like I said, I'm going to bed. And what's up, PPP?
Yo, what's up? What's up, man? How y'all doing, man?
All
man,
right,
Bryce
y'all.
Panther Prime, what's going on with you? You in the building, cuz what's happening?
Oh man, I'm just every day I wake up and I look to the east and I pray towards Bryce, like what you think. So it was a great morning, man. Nah, man. That's what y'all think I do. So
boy, you boy, you bathe in that Bryce water, boy. I'm trying to tell you. Y'all heard it. Y'all heard it here. He got baptized by Bryce.
hey, yo, pause. Nah, nah, man. But
Oh,
yeah, I saw you talking about Gilmore and Aiyuk, man. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I like either option. I do think that they did leave the door open for the possibility if the person who they don't see in the draft.
Hold on. You thought I wasn't around? You thought I wasn't around? Huh? I'm always watching. Nigga, I don't never sleep. I see you, man. That's praying to the east, Bryce. That's what you do. That's
Well,
what
well,
you
well,
do.
well, you know what?
Hold up,
Instead of
man. Ho,
well,
ho,
you know,
ho, ho. That's what you do. What are
instead
you
of
talking
fighting you
about?
guys, instead of fighting you guys,
We think.
I might as
That's
well just
what
go
you
ahead and
do.
come with it and just let you just say what you guys want me to say.
Huh?
Y'all believe I'm a Bryce lover, so yeah, that's cool. I pray to the east towards Bryce. How about that?
But wait a minute, Brian, because you
Man,
just
you
was
give
on
me
here a couple
whoa.
months ago and you said he wasn't it. So how you go from that to praying to him?
Well, you know, like I said, I'm just going with y'all narrative. You know, I'm on Black Cat
Oh,
Panther podcast. I'm just
Yeah,
oh,
going with the
yeah.
narrative. That's
I'll
all.
be back. Give me about 10 minutes. I'll be back. I'm doing something, but boy, I'll be back. I'll be back.
so go ahead back with the Gilmore part where you had started on.
Oh yeah, man. So yeah, I think that the Panthers are leaving that open just in case the cornerback that they probably, you know, probably won't be in the draft or may not fall right to them. They may have Gilmore as the backup option. That's why they still have communication going on with him. But I like both options of either Stephon Gilmore or if there's an outside chance of Aiyuk. I don't think that that's a bad option as well. I mean, I've been talking on my channel, and people don't like it, but I'm still thinking that we might have an outside chance of a Odell Beckham possibly. But
Now, now,
you
now,
know,
now, now, Prime, where you get that from, Prime? Where you get that from?
I'm looking at it because you know you give Odell 2 years, maybe 8 mil, between 2 years. I think he'll come in here perform. You know, he did. He had 534 yards last year with Baltimore. He was a number three, sometimes even number four wide receiver. Came in, did his job, averaging I think 14.3 yards per average. So, I mean, he has production whenever he does come on the field. But we'll see. But I'm just saying, uh, Dan Morgan, Dave Cannell alluded to there were some free agents that got away. So I can only assume that the ones that they did let get away was as good or better than the ones that we actually did acquire. So, I mean, I'm just saying it's an outside chance that it's still available. It's still an option.
Just alone. Just alone.
I'm so taken back by the Odell Beckham take. I just don't know what to say now.
Just
Have
alone, man.
have we scraped that low down? Cause come on, man, what is Odell gonna do for us in this position right now? What is that gonna do for us, Prime?
Well, he did come in, like I said, with Baltimore. He was effective, when he did come in and whichever route concept they did place him in. So, I think he still has a little bit of stuff in the tank, man. I don't think he's washed up like many people would allude to. So, yeah, that's my
Yeah,
thoughts
for
on
a
that.
contender, I think he'll be good. But are we contending, Prime?
Well, let me ask you this question. Do you think that money? Do you think that he's going to turn down money? Do you think he's going to do that?
Prime.
I'm
This
just
man ain't
asking.
gonna be. He ain't
I'm just
even gonna be
asking.
looking our way
He's
because
trying to
we
get a
not winning.
ring. Another
Okay,
ring.
and he's chased the ring. He's gotten one from the L.A. Rams. He didn't
Mm.
play in one. He went over to Baltimore, and they fell short. He was in conversations with the Miami Dolphins that hasn't materialized yet. So I mean, I'm just saying there could be an outside chance. So yeah.
I boy, I need that faith you got, Prime, boy. But
Hey
I'm
man,
telling you,
hey, you know what, man? It's about the size of a mustard seed. That's what the Bible says.
yeah, you moving mountains over here. I hear
Uh,
you, brother.
Most
I want to
definitely.
What's
chime
up,
in
Pop?
on this Odell Beckham prime. Really? Okay.
He
I
reached just
I
now, but I'm gonna let him have it.
well, trying to touch God. Uh, Now I ain't seen Bryce hang out with no Odell Beckham, but who I did see him hanging out with is CJ. Now, if I was gonna chase and be on a competitive team, I would at least go to a quarterback that can get me the ball. Just saying. I mean, I don't know if you want a diva of that magnitude. We talked about Stephon Diggs. Odell is the king of divas. Do you really want to have that and Deontay Johnson? I mean Jackson?
Ooh.
That ain't gonna look good. You trying to get Bryce beat up, and that's not cool. That's your man's. You shouldn't be trying to get him beat
Well,
up.
you guys beat him up every day, so might as well join the party, right?
Oh, you watch us, Prime? You watch us? I didn't know you watch us, Prime.
Man, oh Lord, here go Red. God damn. Let's avoid this nigga.
Red and blue
God
star.
dang.
Red, what's going on with you, Red? Third cousin in the building.
Third cousin in the building. What's up, Red?
What it do, everybody? What it do? Man, you know, Q, now you know I was listening in, but Prime, you done brought everybody in here tonight, boy.
Hey, all I do is hit the link. I say, hey, how y'all doing? Everybody just comes in and tries to, get it.
No, I ain't trying to jump on you, but you bring that content with you. OBJ?
Well,
That
yeah, I
nigga
mean,
reach.
well, Ray, listen, you're a member over there, man. I've been talking about that and the possibilities.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Yeah, we're gonna come.
I think Ray got.
I don't know what
PCS.
happened right there, Red.
Yeah, he got Metro PCS. So
God, Prime. Let me ask you a question, Prime.
What's up, boss?
So when you got this Odell Beckham take, and you said, let's make the Panthers great again, and Odell Beckham face pop up on a poster, and you say, this is gonna be interesting. What light bulbs came on that one when you saw that one coming?
Well, I mean, I know you're trolling right now, but I'm just talking about the possibilities. Listen, Brandon Aiyuk wasn't a possibility, but yet the Black Cat Panther podcast is talking about it right now.
Who said he ain't a possibility?
Oh, hold on. I got an article right here from Sports Illustrated that say he's a possibility.
Red, listen to what I said. I said he wasn't a possibility. Now he is.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I've been reading the same things what Q was saying out.
Yeah.
I was trying to consider it. Q asked the question. I say stock up on cornerbacks, but if y'all swing at Aiyuk, he young enough. That's set up for the next quarterback. But OBJ,
but you gotta think about this, Red. What Prime is trying to push is not even a considerable possibility, because I wouldn't want no OBJ, Odell Beckham Jr. nothing on my team.
I agree with you, partner.
He shouldn't either, knowing the physical incapabilities that this guy has. You wouldn't want that. Plus, the guy wants to get the ball. He's always said it. He's always meant it. If he don't get the ball, guess what happens? His daddy come out of the woodworks making the news. We don't
Another
need
daddy.
Another daddy.
Another doggone
We already got one daddy talking too much. Oh boy.
Yeah, we do.
So that possibility.
No, it ain't. You love that, Brown. Don't you do that.
No,
and Papa, he starts the development of young wide receivers that you're gonna bring in.
There you go.
Yeah, I mean that's fine. And the one thing I realized about Red, he is the opposer of PPP for some reason. I don't know why. I
don't you say that, brother. Don't you say that.
I could go on everybody's podcast, even my own, and Red would oppose me every way that I go. But it's cool.
Can I tell you a little secret? PPP?
Yeah, talk to me, my brother.
Really not. And I got great admiration for you and where you come from. And I told you about try to pass little keywords, Jam Pony Express DJs.
Yes,
and I'm gonna tell you something. I just have so much respect for you. I told you from the first time when you did that breakdown on Bijan. I know you know football. That's why I'm puzzled. Why you go in the paint so hard for that little boy, man?
Well, listen, I'm probably as neutral as possible, or probably as neutral as anybody can be when it comes down to this Carolina Panthers team. Understanding and knowing the scheme that we had last year with Frank Wright. Listen, we brought in a coach that got fired mid-season. We told him to go ahead and make some stuff happen. He got fired mid-season again.
See what he do, Q? I got straight to the thing.
He deflect that all the way.
Thank you, Q. I got straight to the point. And look what he do.
He danced around that just now like he's moonwalking.
Here's the issue. No. Here's the issue. You don't allow me to finish. That's the issue. You cut
Go
me
ahead,
off,
brother. I give you nothing but time. Go ahead.
No,
I know you're a minister. You got to dress it up. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, I got to dress it up. I'm a preacher. So
yes, sir.
Well, amen, Reverend. I didn't know that. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Let the church say amen, brother. All right, I got you.
Well, yeah, I mean, listen, like so listen. Frank Wright was a horrible disaster that we made here in Carolina via David Tepper. Now, I don't absolve Bryce Young of any of the wrongdoing he did. I believe Bryce Young creates a lot of his pressures. I think that his decision making sometimes was very, very horrible. Now we did see glimpses and glimmers of Bryce. Oh yeah. You
That's a
never heard
little
that from me?
conflicting to what the message you be putting out then,
Hold
Prime.
on.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Hold on, my brother. I just did an all 22 of all 17 games, and I gave Bryce Young his due justice in all of those. We broke down all that film. Just Bryce Young, all offensive drives, and I gave it to Bryce. Pause, if applicable. So I'm not doing what most people do. They have a false balance. They're either too far to the left, too far to the right. I'm right down the middle when it comes down to
you
this.
lukewarm. You know the good books say what it is when you lukewarm.
Okay.
I got you.
No, that's the wrong interpretation. Lukewarm.
Hot
Lukewarm is when you
or
don't
cold?
have a position. Lukewarm is when you don't have a position. I have a position.
I hear you, brother.
I mean,
Yes,
I don't
sir.
know how you gonna say you straight down the middle and you ain't got no position.
No. I never said I don't have a position. I said being lukewarm is when you don't have a position.
You say you do have a position.
I have a position. I'm straight down the middle. I give all the blame to who the blame needs to go to, and I give the credit where it needs to go to as well.
And the other leg strapped on
Straight down the middle on the fence.
No. Listen, I like I said, I give the blame to where the blame needs to go. I give the credit where it needs to go to as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 2-15. I seen some things at 2-15. We're gonna win the division and we're gonna do all this right here. I just sit back and I sip my tea.
You said, are you alluding to my last live that I did a couple of days ago saying what it would
Prime,
take
you
us to
ain't
win the
crazy.
South?
You know good what I'm talking about. You ain't crazy.
Okay, well, if you would have really listened to that video, I said that I'm not predicting the Panthers to go 9-8, which I believe will win the division. I said if you want to win the division, that's what's needed.
Can I tell y'all something funny?
Hold on.
Can I tell y'all something funny? And Prime, all right, Poppin.
I'm making sure. Prime.
Yes,
now,
sir.
me and you, I've been on your show.
Plenty of times.
You treated me like
my brother.
You treated me like a great guest every time, but I can't let you slide with that one.
Yeah, don't do it. Don't do it, Poppin.
Me and you have went on the schedule, and you said we could get about 8 wins.
Yeah, I did say that, but the video that you was talking about, I didn't say that. I believe that our
video. I'm not talking about that video. I'm just talking about even this past week with me and Red broke down and we said, where do you see the ceiling for the Panthers? Red said emphatically 7 wins. Did you not say that, Red?
I said 6.
You said 7. Stop lying.
I said right now. Okay. I'm gonna keep it 100. Vegas has the over under at 4.5.
We ain't talking about Vegas. We ain't talking about Vegas. We talking about Red in Georgia.
Look at it. Okay.
Red said 7. I said
you ain't
8.
getting that extra game out of me, PPP. You is not getting the extra game out of me.
Do I need to throw the yellow flag right now, Red?
Boy, look at you. Damn, you gonna make me stutter now. PPP, I don't remember no 7. Now I know I said 6.
I know, my brother. I know it's okay. It's okay. That's why I'm here to bring all things back to your remembrance. It's all good.
I hear you.
Yes, sir.
I can't believe I said 7. I'm pretty sure I said 6. I gotta tell y'all I gotta tell y'all something funny that happened today. I can't call names, but if y'all check around, y'all will find out. Y'all might be able to read. Look at Jalen shaking his head. Y'all might be able to read right through what I'm saying. But because, I want nobody to get mad with me about dropping their name where I picked it up somewhere else. But boy, I heard the funniest shit today. And even me, as a lowly Falcon fan, was astonished, man. So the question was asked, PPP, you answered this question today, so it'll kind of put you back to where we was at. And hear me out on this, Q. Poppin, Jalen, it's a good question. Check this question out. All things being the same. Now, PPP, you already know where I'm going.
Yes, sir.
If y'all came into this draft next Thursday, you with last year went the way that it went, 2-15, the quarterback play, the positions, everything else. with what y'all did in the offseason, the moves y'all made to address needs and everything else, but y'all this year had the number 1 pick in the draft, number 1 overall, not just a first round, number 1 overall. Would you take a quarterback at number 1 overall?
You got
Now,
some black cat there?
Yeah, I'm going to ask y'all that. I suspect I know what y'all answer is, but do you know there was somebody who actually said no today? They say they'll roll right back with Bryce Young.
That probably Pat the Bryce right here. Pat the Bryce will probably say that.
No, not PPP. No, it wasn't.
Red, you finished?
Yeah, go ahead, go.
You finished?
Yeah.
See, I got to line this other joke up right here. I got to line it up.
Okay, but that's a good question, y'all. That's a good question, Go. Ain't that a good question?
Hold up, I got to line him up. Because
before you line me up, I just want to make it clear that I was not the one that said I was going to.
It was not PPP. PPP said yes. Emphatically, he was like, I got to keep it real. I'll draft a quarterback.
I not ready. I ain't
in fact, he said Drake May, I think.
What he just said.
Let it go, Ray. Let it go.
Said a few minutes ago. I got his whole history. He thought he was gonna slide in here. Q was on. He just seen Q. He gonna slide in here. I was here. Hey, Panther Brown, let me tell you something. There ain't a damn football to get talked about in cyberspace where I ain't got my eyes on.
Cyberspace.
Not damn football in cyberspace get talked about with my eyes on.
Yes, sir. Okay, I'm waiting on you, my brother.
He said cyberspace.
I'm waiting on you, my brother.
All this Bryce talk, and just like Red said, I think I peeped in on you, and I believe you said about 9 games the other day, and you're talking about clinching the division, didn't you? Didn't you say it?
Well,
didn't you say it?
Well, yes, well, sir. If you want to watch the whole entire live, I started off my video by saying
clinch 9 games. I seen you. Didn't you say
it? Yes, sir. I said in the NFC South, it was going to take 9 wins for a team to come out of the South.
You said the Panthers would. You said the Panthers would, right?
No, sir. I did not say that. I said this is not me saying that the Panthers are going to win 9 games. I said it multiple times. So unfortunately, your premise on what you thought I said is actually incorrect.
We don't spend $355 million. Where in the hell do you see us getting an Odell Beckham?
Yeah.
Gilmore, any of these. So just like Matt Rule said, that's so y'all follow Matt Rule now. We just going in free agency and getting a team. We're gonna buy a team, right?
Yes, sir.
Where the hell is we getting this money from, y'all?
Yes, sir. Okay, let me ask you this. Okay, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this question.
Where the hell we getting all this money?
Yes, sir. Let me ask you this question. Did you think that we could spend $150 million plus on guards this year?
What? No,
but you can't spend another $50 million.
Hold on. No. Answer that question first. Hold on. Answer that question first.
I said no, sir.
Okay. So, but guess what? But we did, didn't we?
We did.
Okay. Hold on. No, ain't no guess what. You asked where the money came from. Yeah.
Did we not laugh the other year at the Saints when they come up and gave Carr that $50 million?
Uh-oh.
Huh?
Hold on.
And put
You
them
asked.
in cap hell?
Yeah. But you asked where this money coming from, and I asked you a direct question. Did you think that we could spend that type of money during this off season? You said no. So obviously you don't know where the money's coming from either.
PPP,
but money's there.
Guess what? I run a trucking company.
Yes, sir.
I got a $50,000 bank card from Bank of America.
Yes, sir.
If I go out there and spend $51,000, guess what Bank of America gonna want? They goddamn money. At some point in time, they want the fucking money. So we went out there and spent $355 million.
Okay.
Somebody getting ready to want their money at some point in time.
Okay.
Correct.
All right. That's cool.
Many men wish death upon me.
This This man just told us 3 or 4 times he get ready to build through the draft, and y'all steady hollering, go get you some more free agents. That
I
don't
agree
make
with that,
sense,
though. This
bro.
draft time for all
I'm
NFL
not
teams.
steady hollering it. I think Dan Morgan has alluded to the fact that he's still in communication with a free agent. So I'm not steady hollering it. Yo, GM said it.
But it's gonna be a
Okay.
low budget move, though. It ain't gonna be no big money move, PPP.
Yeah, I mean, it's $8 million high budget.
Hey, could I ask Panther Prime a question?
Hey, how y'all doing? All right. Yeah. What's up, boss man?
What's going on? My name is
Hey.
Wolf Solidified. Can I ask you a question?
Absolutely, my brother.
Okay. From a scale of 1 to 10, the Bryce Young revenge tour would be what?
Well, I wouldn't call it a revenge tour.
I mean, that's what they're saying on Twitter. It's revenge tour.
Yeah.
I just want to know. I just want to know what the scale would be.
Yeah.
For you, and I'm not lying. I'm just.
No, I agree with you.
Okay. Well, what would be the scale? Give me a scale from 1 to 10. What the revenge tour would be?
Okay, let me preface that before I give you a scale. Let me preface that with what I've been saying. I believe that this year, Bryce Young will have a sophomore rise to an extent. Why? Because Dave Canellis, I believe, is smart enough to orchestrate a scheme that's going to be advantageous for Bryce to work on the things that he can do well and take away all the inabilities that he can't not do. Like Bryce Young has a hard time with dissecting certain defenses right now.
Okay.
Hopefully that will change, and if we start to see that change, then those things will probably be increased.
He has a hard time throwing the deep ball. Why you want OBJ?
That's a nice way to say it.
Y'all hold on. I got a question for Prime. Hold on. Calm down. Okay. So, hold on. We can get right back to your question in 1 minute, Wolf.
Okay.
So, Prime.
Yes, sir.
In sophomore slumps, they usually have more tape, more film on you, which is for a young rookie quarterback. They're looking at how you move, how you preference, how you stand, how you, deduce defenses. They're looking at every single thing that you do with more tape on Bryce Young.
Yeah.
And you're saying in year 2 he's going to get better. All quarterbacks statistically struggle in their second year. All quarterbacks.
Doggone well you heard him say sophomore rise. He didn't say no.
Yeah.
Doggone well you heard
it. They struggle in year 2. All quarterbacks struggle. So how is Bryce rising, but everybody else will be going down?
Yeah, no, I got you. No, I got you, and I understand that. And like I said, I don't think that the sophomore rise is going to be necessarily Bryce getting better, but I think it's Dave Canellis actually putting together a scheme that's advantageous to extract the things that Bryce Young do well and take away the things that he does not do well.
Yeah, you say that consistently. You have said that. I give you that.
So from a scale of 1 to 10, the Bryce Young tour will be
I'll give it a strong maybe 4.5, 5. It's still hit or miss because, like Red has alluded to, and we've seen the actual throwing chart of Bryce Young. He's only money between the line of scrimmage and about 20 yards between the numbers. Anything outside the numbers, he's not good there yet.
Okay, So what your example is that Dave Canellis is like a Caesar Milan with the dog whisperer.
Well, that's what a lot of people have deemed him as. So I can only assume that that's going to continue. I was never the one to believe that Dave Canellis was a quarterback whisperer.
What?
No, because nothing points to that.
Okay.
Nothing points to that.
So wait a minute.
But what I am. Oh, this is my Uber Eats. But what I am alluding to is the fact that our brother got to eat, man. I be talking a lot.
I know that's right, PPP.
What I am alluding to is the fact that this year. Let me see where they going at, man.
Why you figuring out?
I'm fixing me some sweet peas right now, Q. I'm fixing me some sweet peas right now.
I just want to know.
You figuring out Uber Eats? I just need to know, will Bryce be able to definitively stand in the pocket and be able to make throws? Because a lot of people are betting on him.
Hold on, fellas.
Okay, all right, Uber Eats, I got you.
I just want to know what the revenge tour going to look like.
He say a 5. He say a 5. 5 out of 10. That means he gonna come back halfway.
So 50%, right?
Or as Poppin say, straight down the middle of the fence.
Straight down the
Hold on.
middle, Q. Straight down the middle, Q. Straight down the middle.
They straight kill me. They straight kill me with this quarterback whispering.
Yeah.
Now we just had Merrill Hodge. On and said any type of scheme, this and that, they're gonna struggle. Y'all gonna have a hard time because of the deficiencies that this kid had. Okay, then I've heard some people have called him ultimate game manager. So okay, I guess our plan is to put every motherfucking dime that we will have or ever have into this offense just to get it running, just so you can be a game manager. I didn't pay for a game. I didn't give up them picks for no damn game manager.
You
That's
gave
my
up the
thing.
picks for
I
a
did
game changer.
Danger, Wolf. Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yes. An asset, Wolf.
Okay,
Not a
so-
liability, Wolf.
But wait
You
a minute.
understand what I'm saying?
So Bryce Young is the little King Kong. You gonna turn into the big King Kong.
Oh, yes. Because you seen it, I seen it. Because I'm of that age watching King Kong Godzilla. Yes,
Yeah.
he was that little monkey
He
that
was
was
little.
running around there trying to
Right.
get King Kong into some shit. Trying to
Little.
get King Kong into some shit.
Right.
King
You
Kong
don't say that little monkey.
motherfucker. King
No.
Kong is
I
the Panthers,
said
and he's
King
trying
Kong,
to get us
bro,
into
Rick.
some shit.
I said the little one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the little one.
So next year he's gonna turn into the full blown King Kong.
No, hell no.
Oh.
Well, wait a minute. They say he rising, so
Never.
he got to go up. He's
They who?
ascending.
They
We're
who?
doing
They
what?
who?
Wolf,
They
Wolf,
He Moses
Bryce
and
came to
Elijah,
be-
and he's ascended
Wow.
into the clouds.
Yeah, Pop.
Wolf. Bryce
Don't
came to be
believe that.
Caesar.
Yes.
He came to be Caesar. So how you gonna be King
Oh
Kong?
wait. Oh, so okay. So what? And that's what I'm saying, Pop. So from a like you're gonna go from 2-15 to winning 3 to 4 more games in the NFL
Wow.
with the schedule that the schedule that both our organizations have this year.
See?
Break it down.
Because our schedule, Red Swarm, is hellacious.
I mean, they got us beating Patrick Mahomes them in Germany. I heard a lot of people talking crazy this year.
Swarm.
What?
Yeah.
Our first
Who said that?
6 games, if you look at the
Crazy motherfuckers, Jalen.
I think Birdo has like an official schedule out, and I talked to Birdo like on the phone. Our first 6 games is all teams that were in the playoffs. Our first 6 games.
Now, if they released it, that it just happened within the last 5 or 10 minutes.
Did you see our schedule?
No, I haven't seen them yet.
Okay.
I haven't seen the schedules out yet.
Okay.
I've seen some people make those projections, but I didn't know they had released anything official
we got
yet.
Philly first game.
Well, let me ask you guys something.
Well, that's in Spain. That's in Spain, then.
Yes.
I'm just talking to the Falcons fans, right?
Yeah.
So Falcons fans, you got a coach that was a quarterback's coach 2018, 2019. 18
Right.
to 19, right?
Right.
Then went to passing game coordinator. Then back to passing game coordinator from 2020 to 2021. Because 18 to 19 now he's a quarterback coach. Then for 2020 to 2021. So 2 years quarterback coach, a year at passing game coordinator. Then go back to quarterback coach for a year. That's 3 years total, maybe 2.5.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Where does Guru? Where does Guru come in at you? A 2.5 year Guru? You usually get Guru status 30 years. You know what I'm saying? 15
At
years.
least 5 years. Like they're not even calling Ben Johnson a guru yet. And look at the work he done in Detroit.
Guru. I don't know. I'm just asking. I needed some outside help.
Go. I gotta put this out there to y'all because it's one of the most genius things I heard today, Poppin'. And I want y'all to think about this. Seriously. Maybe I'm seeing it deeper than y'all, and I'm just really amazed by it, and I'm the only one. But I don't want to put words in the brother's mouth. And y'all check it out. He'll probably hear that I've been on y'all show. I know he's gonna hear y'all show, and then he gonna, probably have some smoke for me. So I ain't calling nobody name. so nobody can say I said their name. But it was preposterous what came out of this dude's mouth. He probably would try to mince words and get it lost in the weeds. But at the end of the day, he said there ain't a quarterback in this year's draft that he would take over Bryce Young.
And
So-
what? And what? And, who the fuck said that, Red?
I can't do that. It wasn't PPP.
right?
If I'm not, it wasn't you. If I'm not
Okay, thank
mistaken,
you.
didn't you specifically
So-
say
so-
if
so
you
Red,
had a
I know who
chance,
it is.
you would
Red,
grab Drake
Red.
May?
Stop
Yeah.
right there, Red. Stop right there, Red. Drake May right now, is he better than Bryce Young?
Facts.
Jalen Daniels, is he better than Bryce Young right now?
Yes.
Caleb Williams right now, he's the same little clone of this motherfucker. Is he better than Bryce Young?
10 times.
Same little clone.
Okay. JJ. Right now,
If
JJ
you drop
McCarthy.
JJ McCarthy on this team right now, he wins easily 7 or 8 games this season.
Hell, Bo Nix with 4,500 yards last year.
Oh, Bo Nix better than Bryce. though.
Michael Penix last
Oh,
year.
ain't no doubt about it. Throwing that
Yeah,
laser
Michael
arm,
Penix
man, as
is-
long as they keep him up right.
DJ Chalk looks different with Michael Penix on this team right
Yes,
now.
he does.
Yes, sir.
Yes, he does.
So I want to know what jackass said that
I
one
can't
of them
say it,
five
Q.
quarterbacks.
Q, I can't say it, Q.
One of them, and one of them won a national title out here. So,
Yes.
so what? Come on, stop this dumb shit, man. I'm
I
getting
can't
tired
say
of
it. I can't say it, but I want to defend PPP because it was not PPP. If I'm not
Okay.
mistaken, I think PPP named specifically Drake May that he would take.
Red. So it's funny that you said that because whenever or whoever said it, me and Q was probably in the background somewhere on the phone with the rest of us talking, and we had a conversation about the levels of stupidity. And Q said, "You telling me there's different levels of stupidity?"
Yes.
Oh yeah, it's definitely
Yeah,
levels to
it's
this shit
levels
now,
to this
Bob.
thing, man. It's
I didn't
levels
know
to this
people could
thing.
be this stupid, but yeah, it's levels
Yeah.
to this stupid shit, man.
Yeah.
It gets worse.
And got mad when people say he's a Bryce lover. I say, I don't know how else you explain it, bro.
And
So
this
who the
is
fuck is
why.
this?
But the chat know who said it too.
and this is
Yeah, y'all
why-
know.
And this is why all the real Carolina Panther fans have a candle lit up. They have candles lit up, prayer candles lit up, because they want Bryce Young to fail. Because if Bryce is even halfway successful, he's gonna want an extension.
Look, them boys trying to push Red's form up to say it. No, don't be a chicken shit. Y'all sitting right there in the chat. Y'all see the head, and y'all want to keep your mouth closed. Fine, be a chicken shit.
I just want respect. I respect everybody, their opinion, whatever it is. You know, however you feel is however you feel. I just need these niggas to get off that Diddy shit. Stop playing.
I'm probably gonna get in trouble, like I said, but I'm gonna keep it 100.
That's some
That to
wild
me,
shit, y'all.
that to me is basically saying that the quarterback who you currently have as the number one quarterback is better than all the options coming out this year.
Put it in the
Red,
chat.
when my alter ego comes out this year, Red, he's gonna be nasty, Red. Red, he's gonna,
Yeah.
Oh, they say Tony said it. CeeLo Green said that shit. Okay,
Hey, Q.
I got you.
Hey, Q, didn't we go through
You heard of
Q?
you heard of these players come and they say when they step on the field, their alter ego comes out, Red.
Didn't we go
So-
through this?
Yeah, go.
When the king comes out this year, when the season starts, the king gonna raise hell. The king gonna raise hell.
Now, let me ask you a question, Go.
Will not be tolerated.
What
Go.
Q? Let me just say this in defense of myself, since it's coming out right now in the chat and everything.
Well,
Let me say
it's
this.
already out. It's already
Let me
out.
say this, Q. I made very clear that, and Andrew was there. I made
I
very
was trying to
clear.
help you out, Red. I was down here
Yeah,
trying to help you out. You got a hole now, brother.
yeah, it's in there. So, but I made it very clear that as a Falcons fan, as an opponent in the NFC South, that I was impressed by the moves that y'all GM and head coach has made with the investments in the offseason. And what I said was moving beyond whether Bryce succeeds or he fails. that this team is built to be able to play moving forward and compete.
Red.
And I said, but it's on Bryce whether he succeeds or fails.
Red.
Then the question came up, what if we had a different quarterback?
Red.
So we were
Red,
asking.
Me and Pop went down this road about a month ago. We went down
Okay,
this road
I missed
about
it.
a month ago.
I missed that one.
And me and Pop know what we're talking about. What investments did the Carolina Panthers make? What investments exactly?
Well, but what I'm saying is, I was floored at the opinion that there aren't better quarterbacks that will replace this kid right now.
No. What investments? You said investments. What investments were made by the Panthers in the offseason to sign in players? What investments?
Well, I would talk to just specifically for two, because every team does something in the offseason except for the New Orleans Saints in our division. I saw a thing today that said they had the third lowest investment in the offseason. So, but that's because they didn't have no damn money. But it's like that. It's like whoever somebody said earlier, or PPP. Nobody thought that y'all had any money. Okay. But they invested $155 million right in the middle of their offensive line.
Okay.
They got probably the two most highly regarded guards coming out. What I'm saying is they plugged the holes in the middle of the line.
Red.
Yes.
Number one, Carolina Panthers, $355 million. Number two, Jacksonville Jaguars, $339 million. Now, they're going to be competitive spending that much money. Philly, number three, $319 million. They going to try to get confetti to drop in their motherfucking face come February. Number four, Tennessee, $306 million. Atlanta, number five, $244 million. Houston Texans, $238 million. Another team going to try to get confetti to drop in their face come February. Number seven, New York Giants, $232 million. Number eight, Kansas City Chiefs, $226 million. You know good and damn well that they're going to try to get confetti to drop in their face. Number nine, the New England Patriots, $222 million.
A quarterback away, but they in position to get their quarterback of the future. Then maybe they're not a quarterback away, but they're in a position to solve the number one position, quarterback. Am I right or wrong?
They're number three. They getting ready to get it. They getting ready to get it.
There you go.
Number 10, rounding out top 10, Indianapolis at $214 million. Now,
already got their quarterback.
All year long said they were broke as hell. We ain't cap hell, but we go spend $355.
Go. You're making my point, but this is my point. Out of all those 10 teams with the money invested, it's because they're in position to go ahead and do something or want to do something. We just said New England is down there, but they're in position to get their quarterback. I asked the question. If it's a quarterback needy team, do you make a move in the draft to get the team? Now, obviously, there's a disagreement. Some people don't think y'all are a quarterback needy team.
Hold that thought, Red. CJ, let me guess.
My bad. I'm done. Q.
Okay, Red. I got you.
I'm gonna eat my peas.
All right. So I guess you hear the white Tony ass on this one.
Can y'all hear me?
Loud and clear, sir.
Yeah, it ain't nothing about wiping nobody's ass. Tony a grown man, I'm a grown damn man. It ain't got nothing to do with shit about wiping nobody's ass. All I wanted to come on here and say was he was asked if the Panthers had the number one pick still in the draft, and we still have Bryce Young, we had the number one pick, would he pick a quarterback? He said no. That's all I came on here to say. You can take it how you want to. That's all my cousin said. That's all he said.
You gotta protect the family. I got you.
It ain't about protecting nothing. I ain't gotta protect him. He's a grown man. I just want to make sure that the question that was asked to him was portrayed to y'all the way it was asked. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, so I got a question for you then. If you were in that same position, are you taking a quarterback?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, well, blood sticking in water.
Hey, you can call. Hey, Look, let me tell you, you call it what
I
you
ain't
want.
say that. I ain't say that,
That's
CJ. I
just
ain't
my
say that.
hey. No, hey, I'm saying that's just my opinion.
Boy,
Oh yeah, go ahead, go. Oh, there you
like
go. Go ahead and
glory,
start
but
screaming.
like glory.
Full Bryce in the stand.
My Lord.
So do
Oh,
you
my
Lord,
believe
Lord, Lord,
believe
Lord.
in the Bryce Young revenge tour? Do you believe in the Bryce Young revenge tour?
I don't think
Somebody
it's
got an
gonna be
echo.
no. I don't think it's gonna be no Bryce Young revenge tour. I mean, the man still has to go out there and prove himself because everybody calls us, oh, we Bryce lovers, we this, we that. We tell y'all in a heartbeat, he's got enough blame on this team, just like a lot of other people do, in our opinion. He's not the only person on this team. He is one of 22 plays. You got 11 on offense, 11
Mm-mm.
on defense.
Stop that, CJ. It's the single most. It's the
How you
single
gonna tell me
most.
to stop that?
No, it's the single most important position
Yes,
in all of
yes.
American sports. So you
and
can
and I and
stop
I
that.
agree with that. I agree. No, I can. No, I don't have to
What
stop
you
that. That's
just
my
did is you
opinion.
walk
That
all
is
the way
my
around that.
opinion. That is
Okay,
my
all right.
opinion. Just like
Q,
everybody
I
up
got it.
here has their own opinion. Ain't none of us working for no damn NFL team. We all on here talking about what we think.
CJ, I gotta ask you a question because you know I'm a troller, right? I'm a Falcon fan.
Big
So
time. What's up, Red?
you know I'm a troller, bro. Now you know that, soldier. So all I'm gonna say is, am I still welcome on the show? I'll take the heat when I come.
Man, come on now. Let me tell you,
Okay, all right, all right, all right, all
ain't
right. It
nothing
ain't that
personal.
deep.
It ain't nothing
Okay,
personal,
got
dog.
it, got it, got it,
It ain't that deep,
got
dog.
it.
It ain't that deep.
Listen,
I got it.
I'm
Have
just
you
talking
seen some of these
football.
cats, Tony? You got grown men talking about they're willing to die for Bryce right
Yeah,
now.
I,
Have you seen that
No,
stuff?
and see, hold on,
I'm just talking
and see,
football.
and that's the thing. That's the thing. I said this before, and I will say this again. It is, in my opinion, okay, with the way the team was last year, the way everything happened, we got a new coach, we got a new scheme, new system, all that stuff. Give Bryce this year, and if he doesn't step up to the plate, then you know what, we're gonna have to move on.
In my opinion, when Bryce Young is compared to Josh Rosen, you got issues.
The problem I have is
You live.
going into the season, all we heard was Bryce Young's coming into the best situation out of all the rookie
Thank you.
quarterbacks.
And
Wait,
that's what we thought.
hold on.
What do you mean what we thought?
Andrew. Remember, I always say this. Hindsight is 2020, right? Now I want you to answer
Facts.
that question right here, right now. Was Frank Wright the guy who we thought he was right now?
Y'all called them the Avengers.
But
Y'all was
No.
around here
No.
going up against Thanos.
If you listen,
I love this coaching staff.
listen,
Don't
Hold
start
on,
that shit
and
up on Prime.
Hold on, Q.
Don't lie to my damn face now. I done heard it come out your mouth.
Did y'all just hear what my question was? Did y'all hear
I
my
heard
question?
you. What you thought he was.
No. I said hindsight is 2020. I said now
I heard you,
currently,
Prime.
do you believe that Frank Wright was the same person or the same caliber of coach that you thought at the beginning of the season that you think now? Yes or no? Is it?
Well, let me give
He
you an
was a
example.
shitty coach when we brought him
Can
in, and
I
he a
answer the
shitty coach
question?
today.
Frank Wright
But
has a sample size.
He was number
He came
10
in.
on the
Bryce
list.
Young came in the number one pick, and they said, "Okay, let's see what you can do." And we all saw what he could do. So there's the difference right there.
Yeah, but you're
Frank
not answering my question though. You're not answering my question, which is what you do all
I
the
just
time.
answered
I'm
it.
asking you a specific question. Hindsight is
If you
2020.
you
Is Frank
for
Wright
1
that
minute,
same
let me
coach
ask you a
that
question.
you was alluding to
Let
is
me
a
ask
great
you a
because
question.
you said
No,
this,
hold on.
Andrew.
Let
Andrew,
me
you
ask
said it
Uh-oh.
at the beginning of the season.
you.
Frank Wright
I'll
got
watch this
Carson
from a
Wentz good.
distance.
He did Andrew Luck good. Is he the same head coach that you
What
thought he was
scheme?
right
What
now
scheme is
being
Bryce
fired from
Young
two teams?
going
Yes
to be
or
able
no?
to get to be successful in the
Come on,
NFL?
man.
Who the
Come
hell's
on,
going
man.
to run?
You
You
can
don't think the
listen.
defense
You
is going to
can
know
do
what
all the
scheme he's going to
talking,
run?
but when it's
He's
time to look
limited.
hindsight 2020 and be honest about it, your opinion is going to change about the dude. Because listen, outside of Q, because Q said he thought Frank Wright was trash. There was a lot of Panthers podcasters saying that Frank Wright was going to come over here and right the ship. Yes or no?
But Prime, Panther podcasters, they delusional. They sit out here and the first day they say, we're gonna up the team. So they're never going to give their true opinion on
But
anything.
don't
Just like
say,
you said
don't
earlier,
come on
they say
podcast.
just
Check this
enough.
out. But check this out. Don't come on podcast and give me this man's resume.
Oh,
We
bullshit.
had boys
He
drinking his
did
bath
so
water.
great with
Let me
Andrew
tell you
Luck.
where you're
He
wrong.
did so
If
great
you
with
allow me
Carson
to talk,
Wentz. And
if you
now,
allow
and listen, and when he doesn't do good with
you
Bryce,
don't
One
want to.
mic,
You don't
you
want
still
to
say,
listen.
one mic.
come
You
on,
don't want to
man.
listen. That's
Come
your
on, man.
problem. You don't want to listen.
Come on.
You just
You
want to
said, I don't
talk.
want to listen?
Uh-oh.
When Frank Wright came over here, who was he going to pick as a number one pick?
You tell
Who
me.
was his number number
CJ
one pick?
Stroud.
You tell me.
CJ Stroud.
Thank you.
CJ
And now you want him
CJ Stroud.
to pay the price for David Tepper's pick? Come on, get serious.
And see,
That's like
Andrew,
saying
this is the
Usain
thing.
Bolt's going to teach me how to run a 4.3 in the 40. Come
Exactly.
on.
Okay,
This is the
okay.
thing. They don't.
Well,
Hey,
Andrew, check this out. Check this out.
hold up, Pastor
Your
Brown.
beloved
But it's
coach
not
that you
impossible.
felt so great about
Hold up,
got
Pastor
fired the
Brown.
year before.
Prime.
So come on, bro.
Maybe no. Listen, it's just like a dog breeder. He only breeds a certain type of dog. You understand what I'm saying? He's a quarterback coach. It's a prototypical size and strength and everything that he wants for a reason to run his scheme. You can't give him this guy right here and tell him to run his scheme with this guy when he has a type to run his scheme. So then when he failed, y'all want to talk shit about the man.
CJ, I heard what you said.
So what if Canales can get him to run his scheme?
CJ, I'm 57, and I ain't calling Andrew
I
age,
ain't
but me
putting
and
faith
Andrew
in none
cool.
of them
He older than
boys.
me, and neither one of us ain't running no damn 4.340. I don't care who train us. You said it's
All right.
possible. I'm just laughing. I'm trying to add a little humor to it.
Look, I was just trying to throw one
Red,
in. I
this
said
ain't the
anything
moment,
is
Red. This
possible.
ain't the moment, Red. Calm down, Red. Sit your
I'm
ass
trying to
back,
bring
Red.
I'm trying to bring the temperature down, Q.
Fuck
Hey,
that.
but hold on. Hey, Q, can I say one thing though? So
Yeah, go ahead.
now go. You were saying you don't. I'm sorry. Hold on. You were saying Frank didn't want him and wasn't the right quarterback for his scheme. Well, what if Canales can come in and fit Bryce into his scheme and make it work?
Well, y'all say,
Because
now this is what y'all say. Y'all say
okay, tell us
he
what
has
we say.
Y'all say he has coached the shorter quarterback and he has the formula for the shorter quarterback, correct? So therefore, his breed of dogs are pugs and French poodles and whatever. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm.
That's who he coaches, right? So I guess his style and his scheme is going to be suited for the shorter quarterback, correct?
Well, if you can go and clip where we said he is a guru for the shorter quarterbacks, I just play that and send it to me.
I didn't say y'all.
I'm
I
pretty
meant
sure.
y'all. I meant everybody.
I'm pretty sure your cousin done
Hey,
said some
hold on.
wild
Okay,
stuff.
but what I'm trying to get, what I'm trying to get at, go. When you keep saying y'all, you talking to me. You're talking to me. I don't have the same opinion as everybody. Okay, you're talking to me.
CJ.
Y'all.
Well, let me put
CJ.
it like this. A lot of the people out there said he coached Russell, he coached Baker, he just who else the other person? Oh, he turned
Gino.
Gino around. Gino
Gino.
probably was the tallest guy or whatever. He coached those
Facts.
guys in his scheme to get the ball out, find the angles, find the
Mm-hmm.
cracks in the line, all that. Right? That's what y'all
Yeah.
said his strengths are. When you start to talk about Canales, I sit back and I listen to a lot of people talk about Canales, what Canales is, this, and that, what Canales has done. Then when I try to tell people, well, how did he do that? Or how did he coach this person when he was this and this and this on the team? He wasn't an offensive coordinator. He wasn't this. But hey, that's where I get. Yeah, that's where I say y'all. When I put it out, I'm gonna say the people out there that talk about him in that positive light or give him that credit.
Basically,
Okay, I got you, Go.
what Goat is saying, what Goat is trying to say is, if he's had the title as the janitor, when did he go out and help Kobe shoot and perfect his form? Why was he in that room?
That's a hell of an analogy. I give you that one.
I mean, because Canales worked in Tampa, it don't mean it's going to work in Carolina. You know, it doesn't mean that.
And you know what? You know what? Wolf, you are 100%. You 100% correct on that. Just because it worked in Tampa doesn't mean it's going to work in Carolina. But in the same, and on the other hand, it doesn't mean it's not going to work. That's all we trying to say.
Okay, so
That's all we trying to say.
So give me a probability of it working. Give me a straight number. Don't just give me a number. Give me a percentage.
Well, you missed what Prime said earlier. A little bit of hot.
50%. Well, since you want a number, 50%.
They don't go all the way right with stuff or all the way left. It's going to always be a median answer you get. So to
answer
and what's wrong with that?
Don't say you ain't say that. Don't say you ain't say that, Prime. You just open your mouth and say that.
Well, hold on. I'm about to say this. To answer Wolf's question right now, it will be a hypothetical question because I can turn around and ask Wolf, what's the probability of it not working?
In Carolina?
In Carolina, what's the probability?
He probably say 1,000%.
I'm gonna say it's a high percentage of what
Exactly.
It's more than 70-80% because of what I saw.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Now, hold on, because
I want that question next.
Because I think that
hell.
Bryce problem. I think also the Bryce problem and the media problem is because CJ plays so well.
Absolutely, I agree with you.
And he couldn't breathe. Now there's another equation to this story that we haven't spoken about.
Okay.
And that's the pebble in the Carolina Panthers shoe. It's a pebble in the shoe, and his name is AR-15. If AR-15 plays like how CJ played, then you have a bigger problem.
Well, okay. So that
you have a bigger issue. No,
right.
It's a yes or no answer. Yes, you have a bigger problem, right? Yes.
Hold on. Now talking about AR-15, that's even adding more hypothetical to it because first of all, AR-15 didn't finish the whole season.
No,
wait. He didn't even finish the whole season. Why would you
yes or no?
Even with him not finishing the whole season, he won more games than Bryce.
I want that question.
Wait a second.
I want that question, PPP.
Hold on. I'll let you get your whole point out. I ain't interrupt you guys. Listen to what I'm saying. Now, you brought up the fact that you gave me a hypothetical 70 to 80%. That's hypothetical because you don't know right now at this moment if it's not going to work. So that's hypothetical. Then you added on another caveat of the pebble in the shoe, talking about AR-15, a guy who didn't even finish 50% of the season.
Okay.
So that's hypothetical in its nature. So your point is your opinion. That's subjective.
I didn't
just
say,
like
I
my
never said
subjectivity.
It was a fact.
Well, no, AR-15. No,
I tell you what.
AR,
one game that AR-15 played, he had a higher QB rating than Bryce Young. One game that he played.
Okay, that's fine.
That's a fact.
That's fine. But don't we play 17 games, my brother?
Yeah, sure. But Bryce didn't play 17 games neither.
Okay, so he played 16. How many did AR play?
What ankle?
How many did AR play though?
In Seattle. Which ankle?
How many did AR play? How many games did AR play? How many games did AR play?
He didn't play 17, sir.
Okay. He didn't play that. So your assumption that he's going to be better is hypothetical. Is what I'm saying.
I put my money on that AR-15 will play.
You can do that. That's what bets are because you don't listen. You can do that, but because that's what bets are. You're assuming that your bet is going to be right. That doesn't mean it's right. You see what I'm saying?
But
that doesn't mean that it's right. It's hypothetical in nature. Yeah, so that's cool. So my position
that Bryce Young is going to have a better season than AR-15.
That's cool. That's cool.
You bet with a guy that played 4 games and won just as many games as Bryce did all year. You bet.
That's cool.
That's what you're talking about.
That's fine. But this is what I'm talking about. You want me to pin down a number?
No, nobody said that. Nobody said nothing about a number.
No. He did. He said, what's the percentage that you believe that Bryce Young or that this team is going to do better? I said I can ask you the same hypothetical just in the negative genitive. So in the negative genitive, you can say 70, 80%. That's cool. That's fine. That's your hypothetical position. But what I'm saying is, just as well as you can give 70, 80% negative, I can give 70, 80% positive as well.
Okay, cool.
PPP, can I tell you something? I say it's 100%. I say it's 100% that he'll do better this year. I say it's 100% that Bryce will do better than this year. Even as a Falcons fan, I refuse to believe that he will be as bad as he was last year.
Prime, we take our time based off of all of us had a history of playing back in the day. We took our time, we played. We know from what we saw from back in the day and what we seen watching football for over 15 to 20 years, what works and what don't work. So you tell me that a guy that can't definitively stand in the pocket on a 3-step, on a 5-step drop, can't stand in the pocket and make a throw down the field or see down the field is going to come out and do A, B, Y, and Z. All that is hypotheticals. You're waiting on him to improve, and the chances are slimmer, especially with tape on him in his second year. It's not going to be high that you see him ascend.
Can I rebut that real quick?
Go ahead.
Okay. I'm gonna rebut that with this. Now, you guys may not believe this, but the Carolina Panthers actually saw a need that needed to be fixed and spent $150 million plus on it, which is the guard position. They brought in Yosh to go ahead and probably take over one of those tackle positions. So as much as you guys don't allude to the fact that the offensive line play was an issue, the Carolina Panthers and your GM spent money in that position. So don't tell me. So don't tell me that it's only Bryce Young. Because
PPP, why you say I'm always coming for you when I agree with what you just said and I said earlier?
Y'all stop this,
I'm just
personal
saying,
thing with y'all too, man.
Your team that you do a podcast on spend $150 million on that position right there. So obviously,
you spent $50 million on an average guard named Lewis, who's average. You spent $100 million.
Regardless to what you believe,
I let you got yours out.
Regardless to wherever you think the player is rated at, they spent that money there.
All right. $100 million to a guard that never made a Pro Bowl, never made an All-Pro, and you sitting here telling me that we got better, and you don't definitively know that.
No. I didn't say we got better. I said your team that you do a podcast on, your GM spent money on a position that you're not even talking about as an issue.
Wow.
That's what I'm saying.
You just told me the issue was fixed.
No. I'm telling you, but you don't allude to the fact that the offensive line was the issue. You don't even allude to it.
Let him finish.
Again, Prime.
No, see what he's saying is over here we don't allude to the offensive line play. Now let me tell you.
No, you haven't. You haven't just now.
The quarterback play was so poor that it made the offensive line even worse than it was. Yes, Nash Jensen was shit. Yes, Kane Mays was shit. But also you see other quarterbacks that succeed. Since y'all say he linked to Bryce.
Well, your owner comes down in the middle of the season.
Hold on. Okay, I got you.
On Black Cat Panther Podcast,
I hear your position.
And what we did,
now go.
We compared those two lines. Because I don't want to say we did it. We compared those two lines.
Are you saying that Dan Morgan?
There's no need to go backward and forth on this. Your own owner, David Tepper, came down and said it was Bryce footwork that was making the offensive line look worse. He said it himself. We all reported on this. You know this. Why even go down this road? Come on, cuz.
This happened. That's what.
My bad. I got a phone. Hey, can y'all hear me?
That's what a lot of podcasters don't get. Sometimes.
Okay.
The quarterback play affects a lot of stuff.
Anyway,
repeat it again, Q.
You spent $150 million on a problem, right? Hey, Pop, you spent $150 million on a problem, right? Shouldn't the expectations be higher in the win column then?
Well, here's a stat to chew on. Q, get this.
What's up?
Talking about offensive line, was there a difference between the play of C.J. Stroud and Bryce Young last year? I would say there's a little bit of a difference, wouldn't you?
A hell of a damn difference.
Well, guess what? C.J. Stroud got sacked, or Bryce Young got sacked one more time a game than C.J. Stroud did.
What?
The Panthers gave up 65 sacks last year. The Texans gave up 47. That means they had 18 more in the 17-game season.
That's why we did. That's why we compared the two lines over here. But people don't seem to see that, though, Andrew.
So to put it on the line, they don't see that. How come one guy come out, set a new NFL record for rookies with one more sack per game? That's not hard to identify where the problem is, guys. But we gets blamed on everybody else.
Yeah, and Andrew, I mean, I had to, push back at Prime because, it's okay if you miss some episodes, and we've all said this, we've all discussed this. When Bryce has had time in the pocket to throw, he has not been accurate. We've also said that the line has been terrible. I think Prime just have missed those shows when we talked about who we put in there, who we've had at backup, and then now you're in a situation where you want to throw a guy who's had 2 knee surgeries, put him at center. So I
Man,
mean, look, listen,
That's
if
why we
you
need to
haven't
grab.
heard us talk about the offensive line, you just haven't been here. We've definitely talked about that. But the major problem why you've seen so many weaknesses in the line is because that line wasn't built for a 5'9" type of quarterback.
Yeah, I'm not saying that we had a good offensive line. I know we had problems, but I'm just saying people want to point that out as a reason why Bryce Young played so bad. They want to say he didn't have an O line. They used to say that the receivers couldn't get separation, but Andy Dalton found it.
Well, I
That's
tell you
it
what,
right there.
Andrew, for $150 million, they better not let a goddamn sack through all year. And if they do, I'm coming. I'm head hunting. I'm gonna be on everybody's show looking for these 2 motherfuckers that y'all say that were gonna be out here for 150 million. And I'm gonna be an ignorant nigga in y'all chat too.
Hey, well, bring it on, player. You always welcome.
You damn right.
Hey, Andrew. My son is a Houston Texans fan, and he came on the show and said they're 3 years ahead with CJ having a bad offensive line because the Texans have a bad offensive line
And the most expensive one.
right.
Yeah.
cool.
Have a bad O line. So listen, I said it. Q, what we talked about before you went on the live.
Oh yeah.
When your owner is good, your GM is good, your coach is good, your quarterback is good, your organization is going to be successful. And the Houston Texans have all 4 of those things right now. Right now.
Yeah, well, Wolf, the number one thing is we got people who can't even acknowledge, what's going on in Carolina land. And they go to La La Land and then they sit here. The problem is still going to be here. Like I said, if you're going to upgrade, truly upgrade and do it the right way. Make sure that if you're going to put a winning product on that field, you go out and you do it the correct way. Build through the draft. Get everything that you need efficiently. That's all we've been saying all year. But people act like when we say stuff like that, it's a sin. It's a cardinal sin to say stuff like that. Build through the draft versus going out here and spending big money. So I don't understand like where there's a disconnect with everybody in the Panther land because everybody want to see things immediately. Right now, we want to win tomorrow. And you got to understand the situation that we've been put in, we can't win tomorrow. And understanding that, nobody got patience. They already talking about we're going to win divisions. We're going to come out here and try to win 13, 14 games. You got people saying some wild shit around here. I get the optimism. I understand you want to be positive, but be realistic with what you're seeing, huh?
Q. All right, I've been quiet, and I know you asked, for me to show deference, fall back a little bit. I did that. I want to say something, just 2 things real quick. Number 1, it's important for me. Y'all might say, well, damn, you ain't had to say that, Red. Well, it's important to me, and I want the record to reflect that I still haven't called no names, have I? I ain't said a name. I just said, no, Q, let me have this. I said I thought it was important to point out. And the reason why I say this, I'm glad I had to catch this and make this point while Goat is on the live. Goat, have I or have I not given you major credit all year, Q, you too, about the head coach, but Goat, about what position do I say I learned a lesson about football this year from Goat? Goat, what position is that?
QB.
There you go.
Yeah. I
stand on that. I stand on that. Until you get the QB position right, you ain't gonna win shit in the NFL. That's why I say I was floored because the comment was made that, hey, run it back. That's what I said. I'm glad we got rid of Desmond Ridder. We would have been looking at the same type of fucking season.
Red.
If we had to run it back.
How long did I tell you? I took one look at Desmond Ridder and I said, that boy ain't it. You can
called it right off the bat.
him and Bryce Young is from the same bucket. They two peas from the same bucket. One guy is a little bit taller, and that's why you saw one extra touchdown, one extra interception. He had a little bit more skill, just a little bit more. It wasn't much. And he came out here this year, like I said, stunk the bitch up all year long. Once again, you're talking about the smallest quarterback that we have seen. And you guys are betting that this guy is going to come out and pull it together this year. And I'm telling you guys, from the quarterback position, you want a quarterback that can stand in the pocket firmly. Not soon as the play breaks down, he's scrambling and looking for somewhere to go. That's not winning football. You got to be able to stand, make a 3-step, 5-step drop easily, and be able to find receivers across the field. If you can't do that, you ain't going to win a damn game in the NFL. I don't care how much y'all sugarcoat it.
Q, you got a knowledgeable panel tonight. I know these guys. I listen to them. Y'all guys that's on this panel know football. Wolf, Andrew, CJ, PPP, GOAT, CJ. I call CJ Poppin. Jalen is in here every time with you, Q. Y'all know football. Andrew told me as well. As much as I wanted to bang the table for my team and my quarterback to wish he would be something, Andrew, what did you tell me that Desmond Ridder is in the NFL? What type of quarterback?
At the beginning, before the season last year, I said, you guys have a good team, but you got a quarterback problem.
Yep, a backup quarterback.
I said that too.
You said it too. I didn't want to see it because of course I was hoping for my team. And I'm over here, it seems like trolling, but I'm going to tell you, this is my opinion. We said many times, that's all of us are being able to express his opinion. Y'all have a quarterback problem.
Yeah. And the quicker we acknowledge it, the quicker we understand. Look, first of all, you can't fix footwork in the middle of a season. You can't fix it in the off season. It's muscle memory. That right there, already, flag number 1. Arm strength, flag number 2. Not seeing down the field, flag number 3. Not reading defenses, flag number 4. Well, goddamn, what can the motherfucker do?
Then
you say he was the smartest. He's supposed to be the smartest quarterback we ever seen.
Yeah, they need to do, Q, is with that 142nd pick, they need to draft Austin Reed because he'll probably be there, and then we won't have to depend on Andy Dalton because I don't know who the hell they're going to sign for a third quarterback. To be honest with you.
Well, Andrew, I ain't going in this draft looking for no goddamn backup quarterback. I ain't looking for no backup.
Yeah,
I ain't wasting a draft pick on no goddamn backup quarterback.
I hear you.
If he ain't here to push Bryce, or at least try to challenge for the throne, I don't want to see him.
Spencer Rattler is my choice.
Slam out the damn door. That's what he need to push him.
Enough of this pussyfooting. We pussyfooting around this.
I want to answer your original question.
The problem is there ain't shit coming out in 25.
I think that Brandon Aiyuk is a great talent. Amazing. I think that he's a Pro Bowler. I think he is a star. No matter where you put him, he's gonna definitely take the wide receiver room up. But I do not think for the future investment that it'll be great for the Panthers to go after him. I really don't. There's some other things that we need to invest in, and we can build and get wide receivers through the draft. I'm not trying to check nobody's pockets. I'm not a pocket watching type of person. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to sit here and say it's because of the money, but every team has to invest in their team, and that does take money. So I don't want nobody saying, oh, you just watching the money. I just think that we need to be able to use the resources that we have, not only going through the draft, but if we want to get our own, let's get our own Brandon Aiyuk. Let's get our own. You know, so no, I'm not willing to take that bet right now. No.
And who is that?
We don't know. That's their job.
That's what they get as of lately, they haven't been doing their job, so I hope they can do their job this year.
You know, I mean, well, you can't project on the old regime onto the new regime. You know that
the motherfucker still here, Prime. Stop that shit.
Who's still here?
Dan Morgan he was assistant GM last year as director of scouting last year. So I don't want to hear that he didn't have a hand. He sat his natural black ass right there and watched them make them picks. He even scouted them bitches.
I don't think he's black, Q, but I'll let you have that one.
I don't give a goddamn.
So let me ask you this question, Q.
Yes, sir.
Give me a grade on what you think about the free agency signings, like A, B, C, D. F.
You don't want to go down that road, Red.
Hey, he gonna be a straight F.
Well, I'm gonna keep it real. This is something that half of these cats don't do, CJ. They sit here and they bullshit with the Panther fan because they don't want to lose subscribers. I don't give a fuck.
No, tell me
so
the
you
truth.
want the truth? You want to know the truth? Clowney was a decent signing. That safety was a decent sign, a very good signing picking him up. Fuller. Picking up Fuller was a great signing.
Okay.
Now,
what you think about Caleb Von Chasen?
No, stop that. No, he was a signing for $6 million. We could have left him where he was at. He's going to be a depth backup piece at best, and that right there, the money that we spent on him, we could have invested in another position. I really did not like the pick up there. Josie Jewell, we got guys calling him Dan Morgan and Luke Kuechly. I got a problem with that. Luke Kuechly. I got a problem.
You probably alluded to my comment I made. I said,
I'm talking about your black ass. You said that shit.
I said no. I said he's Luke Kuechly-ish. No.
I'm
about to say this straight.
8-time All-Pro. I'm about to say this defensive player of the year, defensive rookie of the year. Cut that shit out, man.
Q. I'm about to say this straight. Let me ask you a question. Do you think Shaq Thompson is closer to Luke Kuechly-ish than Josie Jewell?
Prime. I'm about to get your last words if you keep talking this crazy shit tonight.
Don't throw nobody else underneath the bus.
Shaq Thompson ain't no way next.
It ain't throwing nobody else. Y'all know I can't stand Shaq Thompson. I hate that he's on the team. I hate that, but I think Josie Jewell is a whole lot better than Shaq Thompson.
He's an average linebacker.
No,
he got 100 tackles.
Better than Shaq Thompson, and he's the type of linebacker that reminds me of what we had in Luke Kuechly. I'm not saying that he's Luke Kuechly on that same level.
What are you thinking about then?
What you didn't say Dan Morgan?
What nostalgia you thinking about?
I never said Dan Morgan. I never.
No.
I've always said Luke.
I said, why didn't you say Dan Morgan? Because how you gonna sit here and compare him to the best, greatest linebacker ever in Carolina Panthers?
Hell, in the league history.
That's why I did it, because I said Luke Kuechly. Yeah, I didn't say
this. You know what, Prime?
I'm
not doing this with you tonight. I'm not doing this shit here with you tonight. You on that drunk high Panther shit tonight? Now Josie Jewell. Put Josie Jewell career numbers with Dan Morgan and Luke Kuechly, and it's an embarrassment to put them in the same breath. I'm talking about even putting them saying that he reminds you of him. It's an embarrassment.
I'm talking about the eye test. I'm not talking about stats. I understand.
Well, close your eyes, Prime. Stop looking at shit. Just stop it. Just stop it.
Just close.
No.
Why eye test? Cause both of them white. That's all. That's all they got in common.
That's all.
Damn, go.
You can't see Luke Kuechly and that boy watching a fucking game. You cannot see that.
At 29 years old.
I understand.
When Luke Kuechly gonna show up, Prime? When Luke Kuechly gonna show up? He's 29 years old.
My subjective thoughts is wrong. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Okay. Well. Okay. Wanham is YGM 2.0. Yes, he got a lot of sacks off of Danielle Hunter's presence. He's a Robin that can come out here and give you solid run blocking. He can shed some tackles here and there and get to stopping the run a little bit.
Okay.
But the number one thing is you need somebody who can get after the quarterback, premium position, and you went and gave him, like I said, a good chunk of money to come in here just to be average.
Okay.
So I have a problem. I don't care for that.
So right now, looking at what you just said, the plays that you said,
he had 8 sacks.
You've given him at least a okay to maybe a little bit above, but you haven't given none like a straight up F yet. And you're almost
Prime,
at least halfway through.
Listen to me, Prime.
Let it be clear.
Prime, you lost Frankie Louvu, who was goddamn the best linebacker you had.
Man, stop
And
it.
they
lost
raving
him.
about him in Washington already. They
You
raving about him
lost
in
him.
Washington already.
And Josie Jewell isn't even in the same class because they play two different positions, but he's not even in the closest position to even make up his production.
Q,
You
they
talk about a guy.
raving about Frankie Louvu in Washington already. I've been hearing and seeing that shit on NFL Network, man.
Yes.
Then you got to think about your franchise. That man took less money to go over there because of the bullshit that was going on over here.
Yeah, that's cool.
Nobody talk. Now, why you talking about that?
Yeah, I mean, listen.
Talk about that.
Ho. I like Frankie Louvu, but let's be honest.
Losing Brian Burns was
here come the disrespect. Here we go.
Yeah. He missed a lot of tackles. He always
PPP. I got news for you.
Josie Jewell was a short tackle.
Dan Quinn been my former head coach. Dan Quinn gonna have Frankie Louvu. I'm calling the shot now. He gonna have Frankie Louvu this season in the running for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
Okay. I watched Frankie Louvu have 15 tackles, a sack, an interception, a defensive touchdown, all in one game, cuz. Forced fumble. All in one fucking game.
He tailor-made for Dan Quinn defense. Dan Quinn snapped him up quick, man.
So was Chin.
Dan Quinn got plans. Dan Quinn got plans for Frankie Louvu, PPP. I'm telling you, man.
Everybody
he does.
So your plans get demolished, but I hear you. Go ahead.
He does, CJ. I'm telling you.
So A-Train, I think that he's a guy that can stop the run, but he's inconsistent, and that's why he's been a journeyman across the NFL.
I agree with you.
When we get to, you look at the offensive side of the football, like I said, Damian Lewis, he's an average guard at
what
best.
about Dane? Did you say Dane Jackson yet?
Dane Jackson, like I said, bringing back Troy Hill. Dane Jackson is an average corner. He's not going to be anybody that you can leave on an island or be out here to be a playmaker. He's not that. If you count on him for that, you in trouble. Now, Troy Hill, respectable guy. I respect the fuck out of Troy Hill. He earned that money. He is, to me, one of the best signings we made on this offseason off of his play. I give him respect.
Yes, sir.
Now, you got to earn my respect to get it, and he has earned it. Now, you look at Lewis. Lewis is an average guard. He's about the same level of Brady Christensen. So all you did is move Brady Christensen down and put another guy in that's on the same level. So like I said, you're breaking even on a lot of the moves that you make. You covering your ass to come back out here to get some of the moves that you got out. You covering your ass to bring them back in. You're breaking even. Look at what we did with the right guard. Now, granted, he's a great pass blocker. He's a great run blocker. But consistently, once again, I'm all about consistency. Doing it multiple times. Doing it over and over and over. He had injuries as well. I'm questioning. I'm saying, okay, we paid this guy all this big money for injuries. He missed a couple of games. It's just me saying, okay, can he be healthy a full year? Because if he goes down, we are in trouble.
Was it 3 or 4 games he missed?
No, he missed 7 games. He only played 11 games, dog.
Okay.
Donald Duck is in the chat.
You got to understand, I'm a little worried about some of these moves because we broke even again. You know, there's a such thing as sea level, below sea level, above sea level. Well, we're right back on sea level. We fell below sea level. That's why we ranked 32 in all the power rankings. We got to get better. How do you do that? You get young talent in that can come into skill positions and you win in the skill positions. That's how you get better. You know the skill positions? Left tackle. You look around, getting after the quarterback, edge rusher. Quarterback positions are all skill positions. Receiver. You get better, younger. You got to do that in order to win. DJ Johnson. Number 1 receiver, number 1 separated in the NFL. Love the addition. Now, how long is it before he beat Bryce Young ass from not getting that ball?
Deontay
Johnson, whatever his name is, from Pittsburgh.
Yeah, Deontay Johnson.
Yeah. All I'm saying is he's a ticking time bomb.
Yeah. And basically what Q was saying, that we didn't really get any needle movers.
Now, let me say real quick. Cody, shut your whole ass up.
Okay, Red.
I'm sorry, Q. I know you're trying to stay on the point, man. You
I'm
left it up
not
there
worrying
too long.
I'm not worrying about Cody.
My bad, Q. My
Cody's
bad, bro.
gonna come
My
and
bad.
troll, cuz. Just let that
My
go.
bad. Okay, my bad,
But
cuz.
anyway,
Go ahead, Q.
when you look at the moves, we didn't get any stars. Clowney is the closest thing to a star that we got. And like I said, he had 9.5 sacks last season. That's a career high for him after 10 years. So I'm hoping that he can come out and duplicate that in our system. There's a lot of what ifs. There's a lot of, I don't know if they're going to do this. We can put it together. It's going to be a collective effort as a team. What are they going to do? Nobody can definitively say we got better.
I totally agree with you. We won't know until we see the product on the field. We won't even know during not preseason, training camp, preseason, great identifier. Yeah, week one, we won't know until week one. So I agree with you. We'll see.
Facts, Q. I agree with you too.
Hey, run them
I'll
lights.
be damned.
People
I
here
mean,
appreciate y'all coming through.
yeah.
Run them lights up, man. We all lit with us tonight. Hell yeah. That's what
I mean, I agree, Q. I think losing Brian Burns was a big surprise to me. I didn't think you guys would let him go, to be honest.
Q, I saw the handwriting on the wall.
Yeah.
Q,
What's
I
up, Ray?
apologize
Yeah,
about
I
the
saw
Cody
that coming.
thing. I'm learning timing. So be patient with me. But I just want to say this. Go. Bear with me, Q. Be quick. Go. If you're still listening, you can hear me. I'm going to give you a call in the morning. Got something to talk to you about. All right. So I'm trying to learn to have my timing down, Q. That's all. That's all, bro.
Yes, sir.
I think
Yes, sir.
I think when you talk about needle movers, they're far and few between in the NFL.
I got bad connection.
So it's far and few between.
Say that again, Red.
Wolf, I'm gonna let you. Thank you, Wolf.
Morning.
I got something to talk to you about. I'm gonna call you in the morning, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. Okay, I'll be around.
Yes, sir.
And a guy like Brian Burns is a needle mover to me. In my opinion, I think he's a needle mover, and to let a guy like that go when pass rushing is so critical nowadays. Pass rushing is so critical.
Well, I'm gonna tell you like this, Ray. Wolf, we try not to talk about Burns no more because they say we love the player, and they're gonna say we wasn't winning with him, and we ain't gonna be winning. We wasn't winning with him anyway, so let him go. And I know that's Prime was about to fix his mouth to probably say that.
No, I wasn't. No. My position on Brian Burns is this: he's a single sack player each year. Even before we moved to this 3-4, we was in a 3-3-5, and even we was in the 4-3. He averaged. Now that's his average because you can go with the outliers of 12.5, but that was only 1 year. So his average is around 9-point-something yards per year. I mean, that's his average.
I mean, he go eat with Thibodeau. He go eat with
two-time Pro Bowler.
Do you know what Hall of Fame numbers is in a 10 to 13 year career? You know what Hall of Fame numbers is for an edge rusher?
Yeah, what is it?
7.5.
About 100 sacks.
Okay, yeah, that's cool.
7.5 a year, and you just say he get 9.5, something like that. So
yeah.
And Wolf, he finna turn up in New York, Wolf. He finna turn up in New York.
Yeah, listen, I hope. Y'all got
to stop it. But like I said, we talk about the position, like you just said, it's a premium position, and you let the guy walk out.
You getting tight because I'm saying what I'm saying about Brian Burns, but I don't get that time when you talk about Bryce Young.
You see what Just Alone said?
I got a bad connection. I don't even want to go into that.
My man said, Prime, you critical of everybody's stats, but you believe in 9 blindly. Yikes.
No. I don't believe in 9 blindly. If you listen to what I said, I didn't think that Bryce Young was going to be better because of Bryce Young. I said because it's right up a scheme that's going to be advantageous for Bryce. So I live in the
East Coast Prime. I live in the East Coast Prime, and they that with Thibodeau and Burns,
I feel you.
Defense just got
Giants defense just got stout.
Well, look,
and Dexter
he's a
Lawrence in the middle.
superstar. He's a
Daboll's a good head
superstar.
coach, man. He's going to have Brian Burns doing this thing, man. I feel you.
He's a superstar everywhere else except for Carolina because our own fans are too stupid to realize what we have here. So they rather ship him off because that was the only thing that you could have got for Bryce.
So you got to be appreciative of
Q.
what you have, man.
Yes, sir.
Q, I just want to say for the record, I came on here that one day when I was at work to agree with y'all, and then that's when Goat was like, "Oh hell, here come two Bryces in the stand." When what's the name for Brian Burns first got traded, I came on here to agree with y'all.
Yeah.
I wish they'd have kept him too.
It's stuck with me ever since you said that too. Because now I can't do nothing but call y'all two birds in the stand.
That's all right. I'm gonna find Goat one of these days. I'm gonna get a hold of him.
Somebody's about to say that we wanted way too much money, but you don't think we paid all that money for that guard? That wasn't too much money. So I don't like hearing that type of excuse.
Yeah,
because this man, hold on. You don't fire people like if you run a business or if you're a manager, you don't fire people that do their damn job. Oh, Brian Burns wasn't. Brian Burns wasn't a problem. His specific job was edge rusher, passing, pass rusher, pressure. That was his specific job. Not drop back in no coverage, not no outside linebacker, edge rusher. And all the defenses that he been in, whether you change the defensive coordinators or this, that, and other, and the schemes, he still came out here and performed. And I just dislike the fact that Panther fans are so spoiled that they just don't see when you have a good player. They're willing to.
Okay, Pop, let me ask you a question. How many years was Brian Burns in a position where he had to drop back in coverage? How many years?
1 year. I'll answer that.
Okay, 1 year. So
hold on. How many years did he play special teams?
Wait.
You asked me a question. I'm asking you a question. Go back and forth.
Hold on. I'll let you get it all out. So you said 1 year. So his 1 year, he averaged, I think, 8 or 9 sacks this year. Is that not the average that he's had in his entire time here in Carolina?
Stop that shit, Prime. He's been in a new position, in a new scheme every year he's been here because he had a new goddamn coach. Stop it.
That's what I'm trying to ask Prime.
And no coach had time to build because they were too busy getting fired.
And I asked him,
it's fucked up.
Hold on. I asked him how many years was Brian Burns dropping back into coverage? You said 1.
1.
Okay, 1. Did that stop his production? He still got 9 or 8 or 9 sacks, right?
Okay.
On a 2-15 team.
So don't sit here and act like he was such at a disadvantage. He still got that same amount. That's what he is. That's all I said. That's 9 sacks per average. That's what I said.
Prime, you do realize if you drop back in coverage, that's less opportunities to get after the quarterback. You do know that, right?
But listen, when he had the opportunities to do it, he got 9 sacks.
Prime, if you covering tight ends, you can't get no goddamn sack, Prime.
Listen to what I'm saying.
We play it from behind all year.
When you that position is predicated on situational football. Situational football led us to this. We never had a lead in L game going into the fourth quarter. Or matter of fact, hell, some of them one or two going into the second half. So that's situational football in that premium position when you play edge rusher. Come on now. Talk football to me, man.
I got a question for Prime. I got a question for Prime.
Bullshit stats. Let's talk football.
Prime, if your bus break down, what do you do?
First thing I do is I say, dang, what happened?
No, you better call that goddamn record company. You better figure that shit. Okay. All right.
So hold on.
You want to be the mechanic.
So Prime. There you go, Q. There you go, Q. Q. Do you get out your bus and pull out a toolbox and fix whatever the issue is, or do you call somebody to come do that job?
So that's a good point, Pop. That's a very
yes, it is.
So I got a question for everybody. So was Danielle Hunter on a better team than Brian Burns?
You could say the Vikings they won more games than us. I mean,
Was Khalil Mack on a better team than Brian Burns?
Most definitely was.
Okay, what about Josh Allen from Jacksonville?
He was somewhat the Lone Ranger, but he had 17 and a half sacks.
A better overall team. Better overall.
Better
team.
overall. Oh hell yeah, hell yeah! If I
Yeah.
woke up with that team,
Okay.
yeah.
What about my man Henderson from Cincinnati? Was he on a
Oh
better?
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
What
They
about TJ
competing.
Watt? Was he on a better team?
You know it. They in the playoffs every year.
So then the opportunities for those guys, right, compared to Brian Burns, is night and day. It's
Yeah.
night and day.
Well, Wolf, they got their team built balanced. Like I said, look at the 49ers with Bosa and Warner and Hargrove and all those guys, Chase Young they had last year. You got Brian Burns, and then everybody's saying, well, Brian Burns need to be Superman and go out there and get sacks.
Sure.
One motherfucker other than Derek Brown.
But Q, I didn't mention the $132 million man because he wasn't in the top 5.
I'll be damned.
I didn't mention.
He had 10 sacks.
The $132
million man.
Right. The $132 million man. I didn't mention it because he wasn't in the top 5.
He had one more sack than Burns this year. 9 sacks for Burns, and Bosa had 10 sacks. So, excuse the hell out of me.
Okay.
Hey, Q, man. Hey, guys, I appreciate y'all, man. I got to get me some sleep, man, to take these babies to the thing tomorrow, man. But I appreciate you for letting me on your platform, man.
All right. Bryce Panther Prime, y'all. Make sure y'all go over there and subscribe.
I know this dude.
Show that love.
Yeah, I'm still here. I heard what you said. It's cool, though.
Bryce Panther Prime.
Y'all have a good one, man.
Yes, sir. In Bryce we trust.
Like, y'all see the comment? Burns ain't it.
Oh yeah, man! Shout out to Stevie the Bull. Stevie the Bull, he does that.
Yeah.
So it's all.
Bryce ain't it. I mean,
it's his opinion, Jalen. So like I said, opinions are like butts. Everybody got it.
Look,
say it again, Q.
Opinions are like butts. CJ got one. I got one. You got one, Jalen. So it's all good. Just make sure you wash your ass. You do that.
10-4.
It's my problem.
10-4.
I know. I get that, Justin Long, but the pass rushers you guys have now isn't Brian Burns neither. It's not Brian Burns neither. Nobody's worried about Clowney anymore.
Well, the intention was not to go down the Burns road, but we ended up going there. Like I said, this show was intentional. It was intended to be about the missing links that we had with the Panthers. So, like I said, it happens when you see, a lot of the Bryce guys come out and you only catch them once every blue moon. So when you catch them, you gotta be like, oh, hold on. You said this, you said that. So that how it go.
Yeah.
Shout out to everybody though.
Yeah.
You know what's bad about this, Wolf, though?
Yeah.
We went out here, we went shopping. Okay. We lost Brian Burns, and I don't want to keep talking about it. This is my last thing I'm gonna say. We went and got Wano, but he hurt. We right back at the Carolina Panther Medical Center.
Well, Pop, I thought your GM said you don't sign hurt players.
Exactly.
Meridian Health.
So you talking about
Atrium Health?
Atrium Health.
Meridian.
The same person that got 8 sacks last year is hurt.
Yeah. Right. That's awesome.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Well, CJ, talk to us, man. Tell me how you feel, man.
We got DJ Johnson. We don't need it.
Oh,
man,
hell.
DJ for president.
Hey, Q, like I always say, man.
Oh, okay.
I get on here and I just give my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You say I'm riding the fence, go bad, go good. Hey, call it what you want. Everybody says we Bryce love you, cause 2 Bryce in the stands. My thing is Bryce is the quarterback, and I'm a fan of the Panthers. So hey.
Yeah, but don't be a fool either, though, CJ. I don't give a damn. Nobody gonna lead me to some place where I know I got better sense to get from. So,
I'm not trying to lead you anywhere, Q. You act like I'm coming over here trying to convince you of anything. I came over here because somebody said something about Tony and wouldn't say his name. That's the only reason I came. I ain't come over here to try to convince y'all or anything.
I ain't had no qualms in that. I figure you had to come
I know.
Tony
I know.
ass. I know it.
No. I ain't got no qualms with nobody neither. I'm just that's the only reason I came over here. I'm trust me. I'm not coming to convince y'all of anything. But if y'all ask me a question, I'm gonna give you my answer.
Yes, sir.
And it's just my answer. I'm not going to tailor my answer because everybody feels different to me. I'm going to give you my answer. Take it or leave it.
All right, but CJ,
That's just how it is.
You to explain that one more time when you agree with Tony. Just give me a little bit more, you know what I'm saying, emphasis, an analogy or explanation on if you had the number one overall pick this year, why you wouldn't get a quarterback. Why is that your answer?
To be honest with you, I just think it's because we
No, I don't
drafted
want you to
Bryce
lie
number
to me.
one last year.
I don't want you to lie to me. I want you to, if I want somebody to lie to me, I know exactly where to go.
Well, I understand that part, but I was in the middle of trying to talk.
My bad. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, no, it's all good. Okay, we had the number one pick again this year. I say we don't draft a quarterback. Like I said, this is my feelings. This is my feelings. With everything that happened with the team, how the team was, coach got fired, scheme, how everybody played. And I say everybody. Me, my personal opinion, I'm gonna give him some grace. I think he deserves another shot. That's just it for me.
Mm.
I'm intrigued to see what he can do.
You're
That's
merciful.
fair. That's fair.
No, it
That's
ain't it
all
ain't
I
got
can
nothing
say.
to do about being merciful. It's just that's just how I feel about it.
Once again,
That's just
man,
how I feel about it.
everybody is entitled to their opinion, and we respect your opinion, brother.
And I respect y'all too, man. If I didn't, I wouldn't have came on here.
Yes, sir. I think a lot of people get us what's the word, fucked up because they really think we because I put it like this, CJ. I looked at that boy and I took a honest look. I went back and watched film. I went back and watched everything I need to watch with this guy. And
Mm.
I know in the long run, when it comes to winning a championship, can you definitively say Bryce Young can win you a championship here in the Carolinas? He's a championship caliber quarterback
Yeah, right
or
now,
has
no, none of us
potential.
can.
So CJ, and I respect your
Well,
opinion.
pop,
My thing is why I would have gotten a quarterback in Carolina is because one thing I did not like is that they brought no competition for him. They just gave it to him. They just gave him a C on his chest. And you just don't get it. You supposed to earn it. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
I
I
don't feel like
agree.
and anybody who would have been in the situation that he was in last year would have struggled. I do agree on that. But at the same time, if it was this year and this was the situation at the first overall, I wouldn't make him feel as comfortable as he did last year. He was way too comfortable, bro.
I feel you. I just wouldn't spend. Excuse me. I just wouldn't spend the number one overall pick on him. If they, let me tell you, if they drafted a quarterback in this draft and they were like, "Hey, we're gonna go out there and we're gonna have some competition for Bryce. We feel like we're gonna push him." It is what it is. And I just want to say, whoever Petey Quick is, brother, I ain't trying to trigger you, dog.
No.
Yes, sir.
I,
Well, all I can do is like I say, we state our opinions. We wait and see it when it comes out on the field, and like I say, hopefully it's a winning result. That's all we can ask for. Um,
Facts.
with the schedule and the way how it is, it might not go that way, brother. But I'm just keeping it. I
Yeah.
don't fuck it. I didn't try doing everything I could, man. Fuck it.
trusting Bryce Young is like
But
going to a Puff Daddy party, bro. Trusting Bryce Young is like going
there
to
you
a
go, Wolf. There you go. God damn.
it ain't gonna be that type of no thank you. No thank you.
It's not necessarily a trusting in Bryce thing. I'm
Nothing.
putting my trust in the team, bro. I'm putting my trust in the team that hopefully this will be different from last year.
Miles
So
Sanders,
CJ,
let's go, Miles Sanders.
CJ, I've been doing that every year
Miles
for
Sanders.
24 years. 24
Mm-hmm.
years, I've been putting my trust in this team, hoping it'll get better and better and better. And as the last 7 years, it's gotten worse and worse and worse and worse. The more we sit
Yeah,
here.
I agree.
And there is no light at the end of the tunnel. But the problem that I have is I'm steady hearing people talk about we can win 13, 14 games. We can win the division. We could do all that. How in the hell is you gonna do that with this schedule the way that are we beating Cincinnati? Are we beating the Cowboys? Are we beating Patrick Mahomes? Cats are saying this stupid shit, CJ. It's triggering.
Hey, as it sits right now, the way team is, No, I can't sit out there and say, yeah, we're gonna go out there, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. Now, mind you, last year I had optimism. I was definitely one of those who were like, okay, we got all-star coaching staff. I think Bryce is going to go out there and do good. I think we can compete for the division. So, yeah. But I've definitely toned all that back this year, and I'm on a just kind of a wait and see type of deal. But at the same time, I'm still, I'm still hoping for the best. I'll put it like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, the only hope I got is in my nuts, CJ.
there you go. There
That's
you go.
all I
You
got.
could have kept that to yourself.
Them nuts.
Yeah, well, I thought I'd tell you.
Nah, bro, don't you ever tell me that shit ever in your life again.
It's gonna be okay, CJ. It's
You
gonna
should
be
hear
okay.
me the stuff I say sometimes.
I would love for you to come back after the draft and give us your early prediction.
No, hey, look, no, I ain't giving no more predictions this year. Like I said, I'm on a wait and see basis, player. Let me tell you, last year got me. Last year got me. Yeah.
Man,
I need to see it on the
You ain't
field.
really had no trolls come at you yet.
So
You get them
CJ, you gonna
trolls.
enjoy your summer? That's what you're saying? You gonna enjoy your summer?
No, I'm gonna keep up with everything. We still gonna talk about it, but yeah, I'm not making no predictions right now.
No,
I gotta.
You're gonna enjoy your summertime. That's what you're saying. You're just gonna chill, fall back. You know what I mean?
We'll put to set your ass up.
No, I'm not answering that shit because I can see him smirking on his face. He trying to set me up for something. Nah, bro, I'm good on that one.
Hey, I got it. Hey, Wolf, ask me that question.
Hey, Pop, you gonna enjoy your summer?
Hell yeah, I'm about to enjoy my stopping over here.
That's it, boy. Hey,
Can't stop.
CJ, look, man, it's just one of those things, man, where it's the NFC South has to get back to prominence, and it hasn't for a long time. There's nothing here. There's nothing in the South. It's not just the Panthers.
Yeah.
It's not just the Panthers. You know what I'm saying? It's at one point this division had Cam Newton, Matt Ryan, Drew Brees.
Man.
And say what you want about Jameis Winston. Jameis Winston was still, throwing the ball like, whatever. But that's what this division was. The whoever was in the playoffs in this division was ready for any other team out there. They were ready. This is a gauntlet. Listen, CJ, put it to you like this. Nobody's running to buy tickets to see Bryce Young and Desmond Ridder play. Nobody.
Yeah, I'm not going to disagree with you on that one.
Nobody.
You ain't running to buy tickets for him?
See, there you go with that shit again, Q. There you go with that shit again.
CJ, I'm toxic, CJ. Come on, you had to know it.
Nah, you good, dog.
You know what I'm saying, CJ?
It hurts.
What's up?
Your name, CJ.
Hold on, what you say, Pop? I ain't hear you.
It hurts saying your name.
Damn.
Golly. Well,
hey, I mean, I get it.
This is the part of the show where I just tell CJ, hopefully one day we'll get an invite where we can be 5 Bryce in the stands, where we can get an invite over there one day. But
hold on, wait. Have I ever told you y'all can't come on our channel? have I ever told you that?
Goat came up there, it didn't end too well in the chat, so I ain't fucking with that.
No. It wasn't. It didn't end too well. I mean, hey, look, Goat came over there. Goat gave his opinion, and even when Tony was like, "Oh, hey, hold on," I was like, "No, Tony, let him finish. Let him finish. Let him finish." I made sure Goat got his point out.
Body.
Who that? Lord,
CeeLo ain't trying to hear nobody, man.
Yeah, but no, hey man,
riding around town.
Oh Lord, hey, he gonna get you for that one, dog. Hey, but nah, man, hey, y'all always welcome over there, man. Shoot, I always tell everybody this. I don't care if we disagree 1,000%. Y'all come over there, y'all talk with us, chop it up. We'll talk about it. Okay, like we always say, we'll debate the point. We ain't got to argue at each other.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, that's 2 Bryce in the stands, CJ in the building. Make sure y'all go over there. Show them
say it right. Say it right, because you're going to have somebody out there trying to search 2 Bryce in the stand. I can't find it. Say it right, Q. Say it right.
2 fans in the stands, and
Hey,
Thank you,
sometimes
sir.
3.
hey, before you go, CJ. Carolina Logic is. I just want to ask a Carolina Logic question.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, CJ, how do you feel when
What up?
Carolina Logic says that the Towel Boy is 2 times bigger than Bryce?
I don't feel no type of way about it.
See, Wolf, you got to remember who you talking to. You talking to a Bryce fanatic. They love him.
Okay.
I'm not.
They don't give a.
I'm not a Bryce
CJ,
fanatic.
don't you say a damn thing, CJ. Just
No,
take
no,
it.
no,
You
no,
love
no,
him.
no, no. When you mention my name, I'm going to say I've never once said I am a Bryce fanatic. All right,
Carolina Logic
don't you be
Towel
having all these people out here on these internet thinking that shit, man. Because you know
Carolina
somebody
Bryce in the
gonna take
stand.
that and run with it.
Carolina Logic. Oh,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Carolina
Well,
Believe with it, rock with it.
we appreciate you today. We're going to get last words from everybody. We're going to get up out of here, man. Talk to me, Wolf.
Hey man, it's been a great time, man. Great time talking to you fellas, like always, man. Everybody enjoy their summer, man.
Jalen, what's going on?
Just keep praying. Keep praying.
That's all you got? Just keep praying.
Yep.
You see, CJ, this is a defeated young fella right here. He has put his hope and faith into these boys. You see how he is now? Just keep praying.
Hey, but you know what? That's a good motto to have no matter what. We're talking about football, life, family. Hey, keep praying. I
Amen.
ain't mad at you, young man. Go with it. Shit.
Amen,
Jalen,
brother.
you're 18
Amen.
right now, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So the Panthers will be in the playoffs in another 10 years.
Oh,
Here we go.
yeah, Wolf, time for you to go. Pop, talk to me.
Yeah, I just want to tell everybody be careful straddling the fence. It ain't gonna get you nowhere.
There it
I'm
is.
out.
Boy, oh boy. Goat, you still there? I guess not.
Yeah. I just been playing the chat. Man, it's been a good one. You come on with a good one tonight. A good
Yes,
one
sir.
tonight. Started with Brandon Aiyuk. Then the 2 Bryce in the stand come in.
Watch your mouth, go. Watch your mouth. MOUF. Watch your mouth.
Then the BBY
The
podcast.
Bryce Minister, not the Prime Minister, the Bryce Minister.
The
BPP.
BBY, Bryce Young podcast.
BPP.
Yeah, BBP. He come over here talking about that, but clinching. We gonna clinch something. But see, we haters though. We hate over here. We preach hate over here. We preach.
I know, right?
We brush our teeth with hate over here. We brush our teeth with hate. White hate paste. Man,
Hey.
sentiments go back with Jalen. Keep praying about it, man. And maybe they put enough talent around that boy where he'll look like something. You know what I'm saying? So hey,
I
let's
mean, he
keep
can't get any
going.
worse, Goat. I mean, he
Can't get
gotta
better.
look better.
I think somebody alluded to that today, like, oh, he get better. I mean, hell, I hope so. 2 games, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing but up.
Yeah.
Rest Form did say we could go down. I mean, we could. It's a possibility you can lose them other 2.
No, with Bryce Young, there's no way you
It
can get
is.
worse than
It
2
definitely
games.
is.
No, that's not what they're preaching. They're preaching prosperity around here.
What I tell you about they?
Yeah, well, as long as they keep saying it, I'm gonna keep telling you what they say.
I ain't
So
even gonna
man,
ask you a question.
y'all just look out next week, man. We got the draft. We'll see Thursday night because like I reported the other night, they said we're not moving up. Now they could be throwing us a smoke screen, but they said we're
Go,
gonna stay fans. We're gonna stay fans.
go. Dan Mullen
Yes, sir.
came out and said moving up is definitely a possibility on Thursday night. Come on now.
Well,
He said that.
they said the other day they wasn't do who was it? He said no. My guy Julian Council said he got inside information.
Shout out to
He said
Julian
that the other
Council,
day.
man.
Shout out to Julian Council, man. Julian, I got to get up with you, dog.
That locked on
No,
Panthers.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
man. Locked on Panthers is
Okay,
very. Them
gotcha.
boys be having the juice over there.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
So I believe him. He said he got some inside sources said they were gonna stay at 33.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see come Thursday. That's it, Q.
Y'all gonna want
Well,
to be over here with us with this draft. I'm trying to tell you, if you missed last year, oh my God, you don't want to miss this year. Cause me and Goat gonna turn up.
Oh, I saw last year.
yeah, them boys put on some holler last year, boy. All
Now
in my ear.
popping. I believe you. I've never seen Goat not turned up.
Here we go.
Absolutely, that's my OG.
Look, man, shout out to everybody in the chat. We appreciate each and every one of y'all. Make sure y'all come back. Look, it's your boy Dub Q in the building, man.